Stream. The synergy's already there. Shout out to everyone in chat, which is nobody, because nobody watches archives. We're about to start the tournament. It is past 9 o'clock. We're running a little bit late today. Viewer list is... Oh my god, somebody's already in here? Slick Strider Spine. What's up, dude? You're fast on the... You're a bot. You have to be a bot, right? Anyways, salutations and whatever binary is. I just want to point out, I'm going to point out during the stream a bunch of times, look at the cool shirt I have. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh shirt. It says... Oh, it's backwards in the thing. Whatever, it's fine. It says Yu-Gi-Oh. You're going to have to take my word for it. Anyways, like I said, we're starting our weekly tournament here, Street Fighter V, Game Realms, California. Game Realms is in the city. Burbank, California.
I like to think of it as Game Realms, California. Up in Burbank, Los Angeles, California.
It's a fun place. A lot of people come here. We've got a decent turnout tonight. As always, my name is Neil, a.k.a. Spacing Cowboy, a.k.a. find me on Twitter at Spacing Cowboy. And I'm joined by...
Seth Rodkin, a.k.a. Syntax, a.k.a. Completely Junk.
If you find us on Rocket League, then prepare to get destroyed. Like I said, starting the tournament, I think they just put up the brackets now, which I will put in chat for you guys. But more than anything, I'm interested. You know what you think of this place? This is your first time at Game Realms, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
What do you think of the environment for people that are just joining us? People who are maybe checking out the VODs.
Like, what does this place actually feel like sitting inside of it?
Right, because you've had both sides of it, right? You've watched the stream, and also now you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's spacious. You've got a lot of stuff here for sale, even bigger than I realized from the stream. And this whole secondary back area with these games for what you can rent out time on these, yeah?
Yes, I believe so. Mm-hmm. So we've got, just within eyesight, we've got Super Nintendo, N64, Dreamcast. Sega Genesis, like we've got the whole gamut back here, and it's just it's a nice trip down memory lane, especially as people that have grown up throughout the past decade or so, past 2 decades with video games in their life. Put that bracket in chat for you guys, and we are off to the races. I think they are announcing the first matches now, so we're gonna have our first stream match. I think is coming up. It is gonna be Nah You Good versus MJ Gamma. So, as a purveyor of video games, you've played your fair share of video games.
Absolutely.
What do you think of Street Fighter as a someone who's maybe satellite to the scene, jumping into it?
Well, in general, it's one of my first game memories.
Oh, nice.
Playing in arcades and playing over at people's houses, just as like sleepovers as a kid, and it's one of the few that's really persisted and keeps growing. I mean, there are a lot of nostalgia for old games, and certainly you have the huge franchises that continue on because they come from a company that makes systems, but Street Fighter is one of the few that has just lived on this whole time. Yeah, it's kind of beautiful.
It's one of the things that I think is funny of how much it sort of permeates into mainstream culture.
Yeah.
Given how not small, I guess, the community is, but it just something about the game caught on. And you'll see people still... They know what Ryu looks like. They know what Blanca looks like. They know the sound that the garbled sound that Chun-Li makes when she does like a spinning bird kick or something. So it's cool to see, and I think it's sort of the gateway drug to get into the deeper aspects of the game, the strategic elements and the competitive elements. Esports becoming a much bigger thing now. Do you follow any esports in particular right now? Do you like to watch any video games?
Yeah, and it's always interesting to see games played at that high of a level. It certainly depends game type to game type. It's just things like Hearthstone at a high level don't seem to play too differently, but something like Street Fighter, you can really tell the difference.
Right.
Which is part of what makes it so exciting.
And exciting is the name of the game as we're getting into our first match, Cammy versus Laura, 2 very offensive characters. Gamma, for those that don't know, he's been tearing it up in the SoCal scene. I believe, unfortunately, this is his last month in SoCal. He's heading back to Mexico for a while. But his Cammy has been just a force of nature. The offensive pressure that he's able to output is incredible. He misses the anti-air there. Now you good, trying to almost find his rhythm. A couple of one-hit confirms from Gamma there. His low medium kick into spiral. This time too it confirmed. Stun racking up. Anything will do it. Tried to DP it. Man, now you good. Trying to get some things started, but it's a little tough right now. He has a huge life deficit. to overcome, but Laura can do it. Definitely waiting on that V trigger. One of the themes I think of Street Fighter that's interesting that started off from the beginning is the competitive aspect of fighting styles in terms of the lore. Right now we have a British secret agent facing a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. So like, you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit, like who would actually win? Like, wouldn't the secret agent just shoot the person with like a gun or something?
Yeah, they want a fair fight. I mean, this is an ultimate like worldwide tournament we're talking about here. There are rules, Neil.
And one of the rules is finding a really arbitrary place to fight, apparently, because I guess that's the idea too. Like Street Fighter, you're fighting in the streets, but still.
Yeah, but this is how you prove who's the best fighter in the world.
Yes.
Right.
Which style is maybe the most dominant, which has the most lethality. As Gamma aiming to prove it with Cammy here. Man, missed another anti-air when Now You Good has been neutral jumping in the corner, but he's still sitting on critical arc, so any confirm will do it. Man, look at these frame traps from him. Now You Good, though, doing very well. This time the overhead blocked, and that's going to be confirmed into the first game. Gamma takes it pretty handily. Once again, one of the strongest players here, either the first or second placer every time. And if you guys were watching Dropkick Cup yesterday, he ended up being first there as well. Another thing that I think is funny is just looking at the stature of both characters.
Yeah.
So Cammy is this small, petite. I think she's listed as like 5'4", 5'5". Now Laura, not too terrifying visually, but then you have, say, like the Cammy versus Zangief matchup, which is a 7-foot, 400-pound bear of a wrestler.
Yeah, no such thing as a weight class here in Street Fighter. On the streets, there's only one bracket for everybody.
There's only one weight class on the streets. These are street rules. Man, Gamma continuing the combo. He's spending a meter, get as much damage as he can. Now You Good needs to activate V-Trigger to make something happen here. Gamma content to play it out. Unfortunately, doesn't get the combo. The reversal to get out. And that'll do it. Man, everything working out for Gamma right now. Playing almost in a clinical fashion. Picking his opponent apart. Yeah, I mean, there's a certain point at which, once again, you have to suspend your disbelief. This is a video game. People are throwing fireballs.
Sure.
Laura's throwing electricity. I don't know what the story is behind that. Not big on the lore for 5. But I guess it's more believable than like a monster from Brazil who emanates electricity.
Yeah, it's all believable to me. At this point, now that we're 5 deep.
Dude, I mean, if the Earth is flat, everything else is possible, right?
That's right.
It's gotta be the thing. Gamma looking at it, and he does with the forward throw. 2-0 to him as he moves on to the bracket, which, once again, I will post in chat for anybody just joining us. And so we are. Oh, sorry. I was gonna real quick.
Go ahead.
Street Fighter 5 tournament. This is our weekly at Game Realms in Burbank, California. If you're anywhere near us, please make a trip out. Come on down.
Now, quick question for you, Neil. How are these brackets decided at the beginning? Is this random seeding?
This is random seeding. I think that the goal with Brachion is to create, because right now, I think most bracket systems don't have really the through line, I don't know what you'd call it, the continuity of like a long-term tracking of a player's progress.
Sure.
Whereas Brachion wants to establish that eventually. So it's relatively new in terms of the bracketology game. But the goal is to sort of, I think, have each player sort of have a weight. And then so eventually when brackets are made in the future, it would more likely put, say, the top 2 players in the tournament on opposite sides of the bracket.
Sure, because you'd really like to build up to that as a final match.
Which is sort of an interesting idea, because on a certain point you want it to be almost like a pure blind meritocracy, where you just want it to be like no one has any advantage, no one has any slights, any weight, nothing. But I think that slowly over time the FGC has been sort of trying to accommodate people that are maybe investing a little bit more in trying to be good, and trying to maybe getting sponsored, where more is on the line than just the pride of the tournament. So it's a weird gray area. I mean, the fighting game community this week has been, yo, Charlie, what's up, dude? Good to see you in chat. Thank you, sir, for joining. Did you change your Twitch name? It used to be something else, right? Beeruski, if I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, I don't know if anyone else. Oh, dude, check out this shirt. Okay, let me try to get a full shot. Like, I have to, like, push up my glasses. Look at this. Can you believe this was like $4 at a thrift store? Unbelievable.
No. I can't believe anybody ever gave it away.
Yeah, so shout-outs to my brother for knowing that I would want this and buying it at a thrift store for $4. So, yeah. Gama's going to be going up against Rotten Seagull here. For those that don't know, Rotten Seagull is a very strong Thang player here. Thang, one of these characters that is more underutilized and has sort of a wacky play style. You can see, just by the character design, that maybe something's off. And when we talk about, yeah, dude, old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm pretty sure this shirt was made before the turn of the millennium. Like, wait, no, I don't know when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was made, so I can't really say that. But
it definitely started in the 90s.
Did it really?
I'm pretty sure.
When did I play my first Pot of Greed?
Oh, we all remember where we were when we played our first Pot of Greed. Anybody in the chat remembers where they were when they played their first Pot of Greed, definitely let us know.
Yeah. Any Yu-Gi-Oh! Memes or anything you have, please send our way. Tweet my way. I'm a very big fan of anything Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, as Rotten Seagull, getting started with some fancy Fong mix-ups, connects on the cross-up, but goes for a reset and doesn't necessarily pay off. Gama really wants that poison off of him. Going in. Finally gets the throw. It's purple no longer. Another throw, and that should know anything will do it. A third throw in a row? Who is this guy? I guess it is Street Fighter V.
But talking about player statures, Fong either looks like he's very tall or on stilts.
Yeah.
There's something weird going on underneath those pant legs.
A bit of deception on his part. I don't know if he's more used to maybe fighting bears who are intimidated by false heights, but yeah, I mean, just it's one of those things. And I think this is a theme that I really appreciate from Capcom in character design, is the ability to have characters sort of thematically make sense. Right?
Sure.
He's such a goofy-looking character.
Yeah.
Everything he does is very strange, and so the play style matches with the theme, matches with everything else, and you get sort of this really nice feeling, not only playing but just watching the character operate as well. Pressure in the corner now. Rotten Seagull has been so good with his mix-ups, but that will finish it for Gama. Gets the full confirm, spending the meter just because he could. I think he had a second charge on his V-trigger, but it does not matter. So Gama goes up 1-0.
Just imagine Fong going to the store and buying like 1,000 purple poisonous smoke bombs and then stuffing them all into his weird jacket before he goes out for a fight.
He has room in his sleeves. Like,
yeah.
That's, look, I mean,
Those are functional sleeves.
Yeah. Man, the hitbox is on these sleeves. So tough. I want to see Rotten Seagull maybe play a little bit more. I mean, he's doing it now. A little bit more offensive, a little more confident in his mix-ups. It's so tough because the damage potential of Fong is a little bit less than Cammy's. But he's definitely keeping the pressure up. Fong with these like weird block strings that it's hard for even an experienced player like Gama to understand where to press buttons in between. Hey, Flamboyant Robot in chat, good to see you. Or should I say Frank Buoyant Robot, if I'm following on Twitter. You said that was your Halloween name? Is that a Twitter thing? Can't keep up with the kids these days. Anyways, Gama finally saying, I've had enough. EX cannon spike out of the corner. But the pressure still. As he activates V-trigger, doesn't go for the follow-up. I thought it would have killed, but maybe not. Anything will do it now. He doesn't have super, so he can't chip. Pressure and another throw. Gama getting mileage out of these throws as he puts himself on match point here. Flamboyant Robot saying that Frank Buoyant Robot is a bad Halloween name. I wasn't familiar with Halloween costumes. Are Halloween names now a thing?
I hope not, as I have enough trouble figuring out the costume.
Yeah, you do. That's the thing, where people, I feel like that's almost a sort of mini contest at Halloween parties now, is people do really, what's the word? Not obscure references, but they'll like make puns out of.
Yeah.
I saw something where someone they were dressed up as like doctors, but their scrubs were sort of pictures of the universe, the galaxy, and so they were universal healthcare. It's like, I get it, but also like they just want to explain that to people. Right. That's the entire point of it.
Yeah, I remember serial killer has been a thing for a while with boxes of cereal. Yep. I remember that from my youth.
That's the thing.
Yeah. God, I'm still trying to figure out what to do for Halloween this year.
I went with the simple thing. I just ordered a...
Did you go bacon and eggs?
It was actually... it was... Oh my gosh, Rotten Seagull getting the stun here. Turning around. Not going to be nearly enough. Oh, spends the meter anyways. Will it be? No, it's full scaling on that super. So close. But that was a huge combo. The instant overhead takes it. Rotten Seagull not going down without a fight. 1-1, evening up in this set. I'm going as him. I'm going not even Fong. I'm going as Rotten Seagull for Halloween. That was impressive. What a genius. No, I ended up buying just the next generation like top on Amazon because the bacon and eggs thing was out of stock.
What?
How many people are buying bacon and eggs costumes out there? It's crazy. Yes, Steven definitely has tricks up his sleeves when it comes to this character. Look at that, trading both of the boys and balls. Have you got any ideas for Halloween? What are you thinking?
No, I don't know. And the closer it gets, the more expensive the shipping is going to be.
Oh my
Because I'm not
gosh.
going to go into a store.
Which is
I don't know. Fong is looking more and more viable as an option here.
Yeah, I mean, how many thrift stores do I have to go to guarantee being able to recreate that exact costume? Shoutouts to FB in chat. I'm never going to say her name. We have this beef over and over again, but every week, I'm going to say hello, Mr. FB. And shoutouts to Quiam in chat as well, cheering for his boy Rotten Seagull. I think everyone wants Fong to win this match. Can be very strong character. Fong underrepresented and quote underpowered. So I think that most people want to see the underdog. One of the things that I thought was interesting about Street Fighter kind of culture compared to other games is it seems like there's kind of a general, I think this is everything, but there's really, you're rooting for the underdog. There's other games, I don't know if that's really the thing, and a forward throw will take it. Gamma snuffing out the candle of hope that Rotten Seagull had. He takes it 2-1 over Rotten Seagull. I'll give an example of what I mean. I don't know if Chad has a similar experience, but you can find on YouTube compilations of matches, hype matches from different games.
Right.
And say if you were to search for like a Smash Brothers thing, right? Some of the most popular highlights and matches that people have are perfects or like 4 stocks where they don't get touched, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Street Fighter, I feel like the trend is comebacks. It's never like, man, look at this guy. I mean, I'm sure there are some compilations, but more generally, it's not how good did this guy like completely destroy the other one. It's his back was up against the wall. He couldn't get touched by anything, and he came back. And I think a manifestation of that is the Guile theme goes with everything meme, right? Where as soon as the tide's about to turn, the theme starts playing, and we're off to the races. Shout outs to everybody in chat.
Everybody in chat. What are you guys doing for Halloween? What have you guys decided to dress up as, if anything?
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm looking for suggestions.
Oh yeah, we should probably reintroduce ourselves. Once again, my name is Neil, aka Spacing Cowboy. You can find me on Twitter at Spacing Cowboy, and I'm with
Seth Rodkin, aka Syntax, aka Completely Junk. I'm going to keep going with that name.
It's great.
Drive it into the ground.
I've been thinking of more AKAs for myself. So there's a commentator in the Street Fighter community who's very popular. He's a white guy with wavy hair, and his name's Sajam. And he is way more talented than me and has much more experience. So I was thinking of myself as the Salvation Army Sajam.
Yeah, I like Salvation Army.
When you can't get a Sajam and you want like a cheaper version that doesn't fit quite right, I'm your guy. So I might even, I can't have 2 Twitter names, right? I think it's really good. Anyways, yeah, guys, tell us what you're thinking about for Halloween costumes. Victoria, I think you were tweeting out couples costumes ideas, right? You kept seeing pairings of things, and I think I saw that quite a bit. But yeah, we are at Game Realms in Burbank, California, Street Fighter V weekly tournament. There's going to be no tournament next week because of Halloween. Halloween falls on Tuesday. I am disappointed. I wanted to commentate in my Next Generation costume, but I had a feeling it was going to be canceled, so I wore my Yu-Gi-Oh shirt to sort of, I don't care what day it is, I'm going to wear this anyways. I'll show you guys real quick. This is kind of the tournament going on behind us. Gives you an idea of the space. There's a bunch of people playing. I think they're just getting the next match up and going. But check out those Pac-Man ghost decorations. Guys, if you want a place to get and enjoy video game swag, come down to Game Realms.
Are those available here? These stringers?
It's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't want to promise anything, but
well, if they aren't, they at least have very good taste.
And if you buy something, and if you're nice enough, the owners are great. They'll probably give you a couple. But yeah, you can follow us at game-realms.com. I'm probably going to do that next time. I was a little too close with my... Anyways, game-realms.com, also on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. So no ideas for costumes. Any parties happening? Do you have the friend that always throws the Halloween party?
I do, but the problem is he's not throwing it this year.
He's gotten sick of it.
Yeah. So I just count on that. I'm definitely it's definitely a parasitic relationship when it comes to Halloween. I just rely on this guy making all the plans. So I don't know
It's tough because
also
everyone has a breaking point, right?
Right. You can only host for so many years. Also, is it Saturday that you go do something, or is it Tuesday?
Tough call. Whenever these types of things are on the weekday, you have to sort of... Now, Tuesday's a little bit easier because it's edging towards the weekend before. Mm-hmm. Wednesday's the tough one, right? What do you do on a Wednesday? Do you do both? Do you call out sick Thursday? Like, how do you handle that? I'm not sure what the answer is, but I'm definitely open to options. I would say take the whole week off. Let's do a European thing. Let's just make it a
national holiday.
Yes. As we have A4 Gevo. I think that's what he signed up as. Or did he just sign up as Gevo? He just signed up as Gevo. I think in stream chat he writes himself as A4 Gevo. I don't know what A4 refers to. That's some sort of clan.
This is our third match of the evening, I believe.
It is. That is correct. Gamma playing twice in a row on stream. I guess I can't blame him. He is an interesting person to watch. This is going to be Valiant. Couldn't see him earlier. Third Pixel Valiant versus Gevo coming up here. I believe this is a Laura versus Laura mirror. Oh, sorry, Laura versus Bison. That is right. And we are headed right into it. So once again, suspension of disbelief, right? Laura has magical powers. She can shoot electricity. That's all well and good. Bison is like a consumed by the flow of evil in the universe. He holds something called the psycho power. I think that just wins.
So officially, how many bodies has he gone through at this point?
That's a good question.
At least 3?
Somewhere, yeah. There's somewhere on the internet someone's keeping track of it. He's looking for surrogates. And Gevo starting off with the pressure here. Command grab. No, but just the backdash from Valiant. Good stuff from him. Knowing possibly that setup is backdashable, not having to deal with the mix-up with punish into Psycho Fountain, a.k.a. purple stuff. This man is a big fan of the color. Flamboyant Robot saying she wanted to be Halloween Bison, which is good. I think that's another interesting thing about Halloween costumes, especially if they're references to certain characters in games. You can sort of mix the ideas. So not just Bison, but Halloween Bison. As things are looking pretty scary for Bryson right now, though. Could be the beginning of a comeback for him, though. Working on a pixel of life. Walk forward, walk back. Walk forward, walk back. No. Standing short takes it. What a heartbreaker. Had that long distance shimmy. It was interesting to see. Whiffing some normals there. Scissor kicks. To start it off. Bison with such oppressive normals. Able to move forward, be at advantage, keep the person kind of mixing up. Thank goodness he has such slow walk speed in this game. His throw game would be even more terrifying. Finishes the combo, has her in the corner. EX is safe. Purple stuff as well. Gevo not hitting a lot of buttons, probably for the better. Looking for somewhere to activate his V-trigger, I'm sure. Get started. That's standing forward, such a tool for Laura. Scissor kick doesn't hit twice though, so doesn't get the full damage out of it. Such a mountain to climb for Gevo, but V-trigger Laura, if anything can do it. Excellent tech from Valiant. Man, Valiant checking those dashes so well. Starting to get crazy now though for Gevo. He's got to act. I mean, he's ahead one round, but I guess he's just saving his meter. I'm not sure. That was a really good job by Valiant. I think he switched how he was playing from round to round. And if he can do that again, he's guaranteed, man, crouch and jab anti-air. It doesn't make any sense, but then again, it's Street Fighter V. Both players sitting on full critical art right now. Laura not really one of the characters that wants to use it, but Actually, Bison neither. No, as we see, goes for the EX doubles reverse. Wake up buttons, though. Here's the mix-up. The trigger blocked. More! Full confirm into the corner. Man, caught him hitting buttons again. Anything will do it, stun or low health. And that is it. Opens him up with a low forward. Gevo takes game number 1. Another thing that I think is interesting about these games is... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Is how people that actually... sort of study or practice the martial arts that are being embellished here.
Sure.
Think about it.
Yeah. Do you have an inside source?
I think of like the good example is Dalsum, right? This is a yoga practitioner who somehow can breathe fire and stretch his limbs across the screen.
Sure.
I wonder if yoga people who are yoga masters or at least intermediate yoga people look at this and go, "How dare they?"
Or I can't wait to reach that level.
This is what keeps me going.
This is aspirational.
No one told me any different. Imagine if that was possible at the end of yoga, studios would be much more popular. As the overhead reset gets the stun, Gevo making all sorts of the right decisions right now. Won't finish it. Can a comeback be made? The pressure from that thunderclap, though. Slow-moving projectiles, historically, give you options to force the opponent to take the hit or the 50-50 afterwards. Kuyam in chat saying he picked up yoga to become Dalsum. Screw it. Not even to do the things, but to become
just to
literally
become
the person.
him. Well, clearly we can agree he does hot yoga.
He did. Yeah. Definitely the school of yoga that is sweaty, warm, and
stretchy.
Apparently good for your pores. That's what people tell me.
Oh.
Yeah, Flambeau, remember talking about Armik and Geef. What do I do to become Zangief? Do I just have to be Russian?
Where do I sign up?
Yeah. Do I have to get a Russian citizenship to do that? Because I'll do it. Have you seen that guy? Just ripped. EX scissor kick catches the end. Gevo on match point right now. Counter hit, and that will do it. Gevo taking it 2-0. Kuyam in chat saying, who needs a car when you can yoga teleport everywhere? I totally forgot about that. Not only can he breathe fire, not only can he stretch his limbs, but he can teleport. Yoga's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm signing up for yoga.
I'm gonna sign up for. It's like the YMCA offers classes, right? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So we are here. Let's see. That was 4th match of the night. I'll drop the bracket in chat for all of you lovely folks. I think that we had a 16 or 18 person tournament tonight. So we're headed towards winners' quarters on the winner's side. And, loser side is always going to be a little bit longer. But you're joining us. We are here. Burbank, California. Game Realms,
California.
Game Realms, Cal. It's my favorite city.
It's a realm, technically, I hear. It is, it's like a municipality.
Right. I was going to say, where does realm fit in under, like, union or, like, state or proprietary?
It's like a dimension, really.
I want to make a nation state that refers to itself as a realm now. That's so regal and magical and great. Imagine if you were, welcome to the United Realm of America.
Yeah. Well, that's so basically what's happening right now.
Because this is Game Realms, and across the street is like a CrossFit realm.
And there's a Home Depot nearby.
The Lumber Realm.
Shout outs to Home Depot.
Shout outs? Okay. Shout outs, first of all. Game Realms is east of Earth Realm and north of Nether Realm. Kuyam, you're getting a little too crazy right now. I don't know. I didn't know you were a geographer, a realm geographer.
Really a cartographer of the realm.
It's too good at it. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, you can follow us at game-realms.com as well as Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. As always, I'm your host for the night, Neil, a.k.a. Spacing Cowboy. You can find me on Twitter at Spacing Cowboy. And tonight I'm joined by the wonderful
Seth Rodkin, a.k.a. Syntax, a.k.a. Completely Junk.
We are here. I'm interested in how this tournament's going to go on with, because this week, I don't know if people have been following Game Realm stuff, but Commander Jesse and I, the last 2 weeks, sort of started a thing of bringing pizza to the tournament. I didn't bring anything this week. We don't have a tournament next week. However, for everybody in chat, if you come out to the next tournament, I'm putting together a little thing with, I'm thinking about Ice Cream Day.
So this will be November 6th.
So November 6th. I think there's a way, as Carnage Asada coming up, a.k.a. General Assad. Oh, we're being asked to flash the top of that here from... Oh, so it does kind of match. For those that are currently following Carnage Asada, he wants you to unfollow. Yes, Quiyam saying dry ice hype. So I'm going to try to figure out. I think there's an ability to, with the dry ice setup, serve ice cream the entire night.
Oh, you're talking about making ice cream instantly, like in a bowl with dry ice.
Ideally, but I might just put like pints of ice cream in a thing with dry ice to keep it cold.
Or just eat ice cream and play with dry ice. So many possibilities.
It's really fun. Dry ice is a super fun thing. Yeah, so if you're anywhere in the area, November 6th, I believe it was, come on into Game Realms. I will scoop you ice cream. How's that for hospitality?
How many game streams offer to scoop you ice cream? Not send you ice cream. Physically scoop the ice cream.
Scoop the ice cream.
Only here. Only in this realm.
This particular realm has ice cream when you come to tournaments. As we are going into our next game, MJ Gama versus Carnage Asada, a.k.a. General Assad, a.k.a. Dogteeth, as he's been known. I think you were in stream last week.
I was.
You saw Carnage Asada for the first time.
I did. I made the claim that's the best name I've heard in quite some time.
Which I think is defensible. I think it's really... Assad has outdone himself in cleverness.
You know what makes it even better is we're currently near one of the best carne asada fry places in all of Los Angeles.
Ooh,
right down the street.
Can you elaborate on this? Where's this mystical place?
It's a Mexican restaurant called Alfredo's, but don't let the name scare you off.
I will try not to.
It's not an Italian restaurant. And they have very high quality carne asada fries.
Well, so it seems like we're building sort of an itinerary for people. They can,
sure.
Even if you can't make it to the tournament, even if you can't stay the whole time, start off your night. Come to Alfredo's, get some of the best carne asada fries you've ever seen. Come down to Game Realms afterwards, get some ice cream. This sounds like
nothing goes better than ice cream and carne asada fries.
If you're a pregnant woman, go ahead and come on down, so you have your gustatorial urges satisfied. Gama trying to fight back in the second round now. Carnage Asada taking the first one. Sitting on 4 critical art, as we know him to do. He's not going to. Bye, Maggie. As he's known to do, sitting on his meter. Assad reeling on that one. Thought he had everything under control after that first round. But Gama taking the second one in a commanding fashion. Starts with a jump in. Spiral arrow. Critical art, also known as Killer Bee, being animated on the screen right now. I think it'd be really fun to name all the special moves in the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can kind of name them whatever you want and then justify it.
That's one of the beautiful things about an emergent community, right?
Right.
You don't have to have the actual names. That could be the spinny kick thing. That could be boot rocket.
And if the name's not good enough, you can always buff it in a future patch.
There you go. Official patch notes. Boot rocket has been changed to foot shot.
It's a definite nerf.
Assad trying to make a comeback here. Has 4 critical art. Okay. In trigger. He can make this comeback. Almost anything will do it here. Gama with the wake up buttons. A back throw. Still won't do it. Pixel goes for the uppercut. Bets it all.
Ooh.
Assad telling Gama that he forgot he had that. Interesting stuff. The I didn't know I couldn't do that defense. Quiyam saying there's a place in Pomona called Angelo's that has godly asada fries. They also have a thing where they can add chicken and pastrami to the fries. Italian sounding places have the best asada fries. Maybe it's a rule.
Now we're learning something. Thank you for the recommendation. I'll definitely be checking that out soon.
Angelo's, Alfredo's. Saliano's is next. What's the Corleone. has some really
Corleone's
a little too on the nose. Maybe that was a little too on the nose. Gamma keeping the pressure up here. Let's see if Assad can adapt. I mean, he didn't do badly in that last game. It seems like he was kind of fighting from behind each time, trying to get comeback started. And Bison's definitely a character who can do that, but doesn't want to be in that position like no one ever does. Activate. Oh, baits out the V-reversal. Doesn't spend the second, though. Wants the pressure from Cannon Spike. Catches the backdash. EX to finish it? No, uses the super art instead. Critical art.
Flamboyant. I have not heard of La Victorias. Is that a favorite spot of yours? And if so, what part of the country can we find that in? So I'm always on the hunt.
Yeah, it's Victoria. You're in NorCal, is that right? Or some part of NorCal? I can't remember. One of the things for everyone in SoCal, since they're following the World Series right now, as the Dodgers are versus the Astros, people were saying that there's a lot more on the line. It's sort of a Whataburger versus In-N-Out sort of.
Oh, that's rough because I do love In-N-Out, but I'm also a big Whataburger fan.
So it's there's more on the line than just baseball. Ooh. This is the beautiful thing about sports.
Yeah, that's why all the people were there spending $1,000 for the worst seats today, Neil, is to find out which burger place reigns supreme.
You vote with your wallet, guys. This is how it is. Critical art blocked. Gamma with the huge punish here. No, got the air reset. Unfortunate. But that should do. Oh, tricky stuff. Scramble situation. Can Assad make anything happen? Take advantage of this at all? 2 head stomps. And the air cannon strike. Assad, incredulous. Can't believe it. Me neither. I feel like the head stomp should have got it as Gamma goes up 2-0, putting himself, I believe, in winner's semis?
I believe so. Yeah, I think we're already there.
Yes.
Yes.
As we're going to have our next match coming up here. It's going to be, I believe, Pat Monster versus JD. JD, you guys all know and love. He is our resident Cammy player, kind of before Gamma showed up. A very strong Cammy player. There's a very famous player in the scene called K-Brad, who is popular for his Cammy play. And due to JD's Filipino heritage, he has been dubbed Kuya Brad. I think by Vicious, I think was here, was what coming from some of the first times. He was great. So we all love him. He's a standard here, and if you come down to Game Realms and play the local competition, you will find JD to be a very strong player. He's going to be going up against Pat Monster 3-1-0. If I can find the chat. Maybe I should just wear this instead of the Next Generation costume. Like, I feel powerful in this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's how bright the color actually is, but it's like almost have an aura.
I feel the difference. You seem like a different man.
You seem like a different person sometimes. Hey, don't dress for the job you have.
Dress for the unemployment you might want.
Imagine walking into an interview wearing this abomination on your body.
You're either getting hired or thrown out of the room immediately.
No middle ground. Either the hiring manager's like, this is the courage that we need at this company right now. It might happen. Daniel is on the East Coast. Yeah, man. Also, shout outs to you for staying up with us.
Yeah.
All the time. I know you're in here late too. We'll be at it'll be midnight. He'll still be here. So, I'll look up to see if I never looked up on the internet. Like, is this shirt still in print? Still in circulation?
In print. I like that they print it like they print a comic book or a newspaper. It's definitely not made in a normal shirt factory.
I am ignorant about the textile industry. I apologize. It's definitely not my strong suit. But I've never looked up to see if this is like a thing or not. So maybe we'll have a raffle sometime if I can find some ugly Yu-Gi-Oh shirt. Maybe we can have a giveaway. My age is showing. Dude, who was it last time? I think I said, it was me and Gamer Harry commentating, and he was talking about like, man, yeah, back in the day they had to get those those things have VHS tapes. I was like, dude, how old are you? Oh my gosh, I feel horrible. Like you had to struggle to think of VHS. Oh my goodness, it's rough. As Pat Monster taking the first round here, JD should have some experience with Ibuki playing Snacks, one of our strong local Ibuki players. Ibuki, one of those characters that if you don't know the matchup, a lot of these mix-ups will hit you, just like that one did. The 50-50 cross-under after the X Kunai. Kind of a little tricky, cheeky setup there from Pat Monster as well. Almost sort of playing on the
and with a
reactions of
perfect
JD.
KO.
Perfect, just like that. Taking game number one.
This company could use the heart of the cards. I agree. I think that applies to most situations. What would you say in Street Fighter most closely correlates
To the heart of the cards?
Yeah. That's sort of
lore-wise. I guess lore-wise it would be the Satsui no Hado, which is the hatred that Ryu can channel to turn into evil Ryu, and Akuma.
He lives that life.
He lives that life his entire time. So I think that would be the thing. If I'm thinking more the competition meta esports side,
Yes.
I would say you have to channel David Serlin, who is of course the creator of Yomi, the best card game ever made, and maybe a little bit of Seth Killian as well. JD doing just exactly that. Taking the first round in the second game. Seth Killian, one of the commentators for longtime Evo fans, and one of the phrases that I think I really liked that was sort of his one of his standbys was, if there was a moment where a player needed to make a comeback, he would say, JD has to look deep inside and find a way out of the situation somehow. And it just was like the perfect, he's the Vin Scully of fighting games. Everything he said was incredible. Pat Monster, all the mix-ups hitting right now, and near perfect again, putting himself on match point here. JD shaking his head, needs to combat this a little bit. We've had no really big mismatches in terms of character stature, right?
Yeah, that's definitely right there what you were going.
Okay, cool.
Character stature, absolutely right. Everybody has almost the same height.
This is now Skullgirl versus Secret Agent. Secret Agent having maybe more experience in the combat arena, but the Skullgirl has bombs and knives.
I was watching, don't ask me why, gameplay footage of Shaq Fu earlier this evening. And one of the defining features of that game is how everybody has tiny stature. The characters are so tiny.
Oh.
They're like little midgets on the on fighting each other. You can barely see them.
It's a way to even the playing field,
yeah.
I guess. If everyone's small, nobody's small. If everyone's big, nobody's big. As Pat Monster takes it 2-0.
Shaq's a clear 2 pixels taller than everybody else.
Yeah. You can tell the relative power, the balance of each character in the game based on their height.
Vin Scully commentating Street Fighter would be the best thing to sleep to. I absolutely agree with that.
Oh shit! I got to work on a Vin Scully impression then. That would be so good. Shout out to Odd Jason and chat.
We're just getting Vin Scully in here.
We could convince him. Oh, does he like ice cream? What's his favorite ice cream?
Is he free November 6th?
I'm gonna tweet Vin Scully or his family until he.
You know, Neil, I have something to confess.
Please.
I believe it's November 7th.
Oh,
and
no.
I've gotten it wrong this whole time, so hopefully nobody's jumped off stream.
It's okay. We will make sure to tweet spam it out. Make sure that people know what time the ice cream event is. As we have shout out some other people who's joined us in chat. 91325. That just sounds like your home zip code, so that's cool. Pride anywhere you live is nice. And of course, my name Boris, a frequent flyer here at our Game Realms tourney. What is going on in chat? You guys are having quite the discussion. So I'm gonna go ahead and move past it. We're here at Game Realms in Burbank, California. You can follow us at game-realms.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter, as you see below us right now. My name is Neil, aka Spacing Cowboy. You can find me on Twitter at Spacing Cowboy, and I'm joined by Seth. Seth, they can find you. Do you want them to find you? JD. Every time I ask JD this question, he's like, "Nope, I'm cool.
No.
Like, totally fine with where I'm at. Don't want anyone to talk to me. I'm all good."
Yeah, sure, they can find me. I do things on YouTube under the name A Dumb Thing.
Nice.
So that's where you can find a lot of my content.
I keep that brand up.
Also a live stream trivia and game show you play right at home called Live Arcade.
Check that out,
you
guys.
find that on Facebook.
That is super fun. You want to talk about production value? Those guys know what's up. As Gamma and Gevo are headed into their first game. Shout out to Cheeseburger Prince in chat. Hey boys. Hey everybody. All right. Once I feel like nobody. Do we have no Zangief players here? I guess we don't. There's no. Everyone's playing the light, agile.
You're just looking for that stature mismatch, aren't you?
I don't know, because it's sort of. It's one of the, I think, the defining aspects of Street Fighter is you have David versus Goliath, the favorite versus the underdog. Mm-hmm. And right now, everything seems so even-keeled, so even Stevens. Big activate here from Gamma. Dashes up. Gevo jumping out. You can tell a player is experienced when they know kind of these ways to get out of it, as we just see that. Backdash setup. Gamma read the overhead, though. EX cannon spike to stop it. Dashing up behind this thunderclap, it evaporates, and Gamma finishes it with the throw. How many times have we seen Gamma finish it with a throw?
At least 4. I mean, we saw 2 games in a row that ended with three throws in a row.
Yes. Gamma's so good at making that a mix-up. Cammy's ability to make you second-guess these frame traps is we see a couple of stand strongs in a row, all positive on block. Hard to do anything out of. Gevo earlier had a lot of good answers how to get out of this pressure. Gear game sounds like it's background for your mics. Oh, let me turn up. Thank you. We have our remote audio engineer, Jason here, always looking out for us in terms of the audio. Let me know how that goes. I turned up the audio on the game a little bit. Any background noise you can hear from our mics is definitely unintentional, as there's very small remnants of game audio behind us. Gamma takes the first game here, and I believe this is winners semis. Yes, winners semis. Gamma on his way to winners finals again without losing a game. Actually, no, he dropped one of them to Rotten Siegel. So shout outs to Rotten Siegel doing that. I wonder how he's doing in the loser bracket. We'll check on that in a little bit.
Now, Neil, how much do you feel it changes the game when the environment's loud, the players aren't able to hear the audio cues in the game as well?
That is a super good point you bring up. One of the things that's changed a lot recently in fighting game tournaments is the ability by tournament organizers to have headphone jack setups for the players. Famously, one of the best players in the world, Daigo Umehara, complained after a certain tournament that was extra hype. It was kind of the main event. Everyone was around him, maybe more of a local grassroots type thing, where he could not hear anything on the screen. And that's, I think, started the trend of allowing headphones to be plugged in. But that, of course, drew a lot of kind of backlash from the community, especially people that grew up in the arcades. This is the genesis of fighting game community in general, where it's supposed to be. I wonder. It kind of reminds me of certain sports like golf, like the whole idea of like play it where it lies.
Right.
Where there's a strategy that's outside of the game too, and if you're not able to compete in the surroundings or the settings that are most ideal, then you don't deserve to be that champion. As Gevo trying to even it up here, takes one game. Gamma's still on match point, but Gevo trying to bring it back. Quiam says he has the game muted and has his music playing, but he can totally see why people need game audio. That's funny. I've actually had people tell me that they intentionally train or practice with game off, so that if they're in that situation where they can't hear,
they don't rely on it.
Perfect, exactly. So I don't know. It's sort of a thing.
Fascinating.
There's I think someone was talking about a study that showed the combination of visual and audio stimuli increases reaction time, which is of course of
sure. Well, I believe you can process auditory information much faster than visual.
Yes. It's definitely one of those things. And I think it just depends on the tournaments, but most big ones have the. Audio is better, not perfect. It's not in sync. Sound is ahead of video. It's okay. Your voices are heavenly. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Jason making me blush over here as Gevo evens it up 1-1 in this winner's quarters match. Both players giving the thumbs up. This is the classic, one of the memes that's great about fighting Street Fighter V is there's no sort of double key mechanism to restarting the game. So one person just controls whether you play again or not.
Right.
So we've introduced this idea of the thumbs up. Both players have to visually confirm, yes. We've got one thumb and two thumbs, and we're going into the next match here. Gevo starting the pressure. People talking about how they train with music. I mean, the other thing too is if you play enough fighting games or any game, the in-game audio, as good as some tracks are for games, it starts to
wear on you. It's also meditative in a certain way because you know exactly, at least for me, what that audio is going to be, and you're comfortable with it.
It's true. Gets you in the zone. Kind of matches that mindset that you want. Activate, backdash, another air reset. Gamma trying to get out. Just uses the super art. Escape anyways. 45 seconds on the clock. A lot of time for Gevo to make a move here. You can tell he's definitely on offense. Good blocks from Gamma. Universal jabs it out. Can he do that? I didn't know he could do that. Both players on
little
such
standoff.
Slim life bars here. Yeah, both players very cautious.
Lots of time left on the clock.
Both players low on meter too. Don't think there's going to be any way for them to build enough to use an EX move. We shall see. Gamma going for that EX hooligan. Go, man, just right outside of range. The footsies right now.
We're down to 10
Another
seconds.
block, a trade, and the person with higher health will win. That is Laura Gevo giving himself the fist bump there, putting himself on match point. Oh man, an announcer comment or like a DLC pack where I'm the announcer. That'd be great. Crush counter. Goes for the Oki setup afterwards. Doesn't go for the reset. Jumping out again. Gevo choosing such interesting points to just jump or backdash out of the Kami pressure from Gamma here. I wanted the double KO, personally, after the trade, but unfortunately, Gevo had more health. Gamma, though, coming back. No, too high for that confirm off the cannon strike. Goes for the straight damage off the stands. Fierce reset. Man, that button is so good from Kami. The long legs of this British girl, keeping the Brazilian
down
out.
to this final round.
We've seen this before, especially between these two players. Gamma, kind of a showman, has talked about in the past how he's intentionally let people win certain games to get more experience against them. Definitely a scientist of the game. Wants to give as much information as he can, especially in a weekly. Doesn't have as much on the line, but Gamma getting the stun. He should have enough meter to finish this. It's the full extension. Just pixel left for Gevo. Gevo on full Thunderclap. The Thunderclap trades. He has a mountain to climb. He's got to look deep inside, but no, the standing medium kick. What a tool from Gamma.
Great match.
Great match.
Yeah.
Gevo bringing it back, and Gamma then adapting to the adaptation. What is I leave you guys for 1 second, and we're doing Soulja Boy Ryu. How did we even get here, guys? Be careful what you wish for. Capcom may be listening. Is there some cross promotion opportunity between Soulja Boy and Street Fighter? We already have Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco plays Street Fighter and like tweets about it and like goes in tournaments. And stuff. Soulja Boy's this far away.
we're about to get him. It'd be a really good get.
Somebody tweet, subtweet, or just tweet at Soulja Boy.
Subtweet, any way you can.
Get his attention. Let's go to his house. Let's bring a PS4. Like, dude, you probably like this game. All right, so that was winners semis, I think.
Let's take a look at the bracket.
Winner semis. I will post this in chat for everyone as well. So that was winners semis here. Gamma, of course, sitting in winners bracket finals. Number of people surprised, 0, as he has consistently taken top 2 at these tournaments while he's been here. And we're going to go up to the other winners semis match now. Pat Monster versus Cloud. Pat Monster, I think he said it was one of his first times out here. He's excellent showing so far. And Cloud, of course, one of our resident Ken players. Interesting playstyle from him. We will see them in loser's side. Still got a ways to go.
Just to get me up to speed, do we bump over to the losers bracket before we go to the final?
Typically, yeah, we'll play the winners bracket finals once we catch up in losers.
Got it.
And then the losers of that will go to the losers final, and then the winner of the losers finals will meet the winner of the winners finals in grand finals. So, if you wanted the word final spoken more times in
that is very well done. You didn't stutter once.
Final Fight is an interesting beat 'em up game. Assad was talking last week about Streets of Rage as a beat 'em up game. Did you have any favorite sort of beat 'em up side scroller games in your youth?
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
Yeah, I always go back to that one.
It's the best, right?
It's so good.
I don't know if anyone It's the best.
Yeah.
Time-traveling turtles.
Also, infinite credits playing at home.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know,
so
just hitting the start button, so...
Console version clearly superior to the arcade.
Yeah.
There's a much less chance of your parents getting mad at you.
Oh, the first time I played the Simpsons game at home. Then finally beat it.
Yeah.
One time my parents gave me $20 in quarters to beat the Simpsons game for my birthday. I got very close. It was demoralizing.
Oh, no. $20 is still not enough. Whoever made that game is a genius.
Yeah.
Quayam saying we might as well have a Def Jam Vendetta tournament. Shoutouts to that game. Are you familiar with that game? It was such a good idea, and that's a perfect example rather of the cross promotion ability between hip hop and fighting games. Let's just put our favorite rappers in a fighting game. And okay, the thing is they kept it kind of real. Like I think they could just punch and kick and do that sort of stuff. I'd like to see Drake throw a fireball. Well, I'd pay for that. Why can't we just have him as a DLC character in Season 3? All hip-hop people. Jay-Z is like a waterbender or something. That'd be tight. As Pat Monster doing his same old tricks there. The mix-up didn't hit. I feel like the bomb was supposed to. The setup didn't work for whatever reason. Hitting buttons to stop the string gets the jump in, and that should be it. Pat Monster going up one game right now against... Oh, sorry. Cloud won the first round. We're in our final round of this first game, I should say. Yeah, dude, Kanye could be a character in this game. He'd have, like, all the powers. His super could be called Ultralight Beam. Somebody hire me, please. There was a sequel to that game?
Really?
There's a sequel to Def Jam Vendetta? Enough of those games sold, they made another one? Color me surprised. That is ridiculous. I kind of want to play that now. Def Jam Icon? Anywho, big crush counter for Pat Monster. Gets the shimmy. EX Kunai, here's the mix-up. No, goes for the... Okay, he knows what he's doing. That was excellent. I was thinking he was going to go for the generic air reset, dash under, 50-50 left-right mix-up, but he instead went for the hard knockdown, hit the kunai mix-up afterwards, and takes the first round. Cloud in deep thought right now. Gives him the thumbs up, as we do.
Confirmed.
In case you ever wanted to play Sticky Fingers versus Sean Paul.
Def Jam Icon.
Every day of my life I've wanted to do that, and I had no idea until now. My life is complete. It's Cloud racking up stun now. That moment of thought helped him out a lot, but unfortunately, still in block stun when he went for that throw. Wasn't expecting the cross up to hit. I don't think anyone was. Wow. Forward walk back. Pat Monster so good at using Ibuki's walk speed to bait out those throw attempts. Stays in front this time. Good block from Cloud. Big crush counter. Kazagiri follow up. Bomb activation. Mix up time. Blocks the bomb, but eats the throw. This could be it. Huge. Activated. I think he can finish it here. Yes. Spins the meter. One of the things that's cool about Street Fighter, I think, too, is the meta strategy of meter management. Mm-hmm. One of the things that we talk about there is his ability to maybe finish that with one bar, but maybe he would leave him alive as well.
Right.
And so in Street Fighter V especially, I think people have adopted the idea of if you can finish the round, spend whatever you need to. Sort of the idea in football where it's like, if you can get points on the board, get points on the board. Don't go for the 2-point play. Don't go for the fourth or whatever. Get the field goal. Don't be an idiot. As another perfect here for Pat Monster.
Wow.
That's the second one we've seen on stream.
That is.
7 golden letters for him. As he's put himself on match point here with that perfect. Cloud has the babushka hat on. No, it's not a babushka hat. What is it? The Royal Guard?
What is it?
I think it's supposed to be they're in the...
Oh yeah, they're in England.
They're in
Jolly Old. Those are definitely the Royal Guard.
The Royal Guard hats. He's fighting for his life right now. Stun racking up. Doesn't want to use the V-reversal, and he'll pay for it as the Kazagiri gets the stun. Big jumping combo, and that should do it with no drops. Pat Monster taking it 2-0 over Cloud. Excellent showing from him. Man, great showing from Pat Monster. Love to see him come out. Oh, Snacks was watching that, actually. Snacks, of course, like I mentioned, was our local Buki player. Plays with Cloud a lot. It's always a bummer So I played Chun-Li back in Street Fighter 4. I had a friend that played Ken, and I would watch him play other Chun-Lis, right? And it just it like tore at my heartstrings whenever he would have any trouble or lose. Because I'm like, did I not prepare you enough?
Yeah.
Was I not a good enough friend? Did I do the wrong move too many times?
Flamboyant saying, I want Martha and Snoop to be in a tag team. Have you seen the promos for Snoop Dogg's new trivia show?
Okay, the only promo I saw was on Twitter, and it was just him throwing money down
It's called
at the same person.
Jax Wild or something like that.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's Jax Wild.
It's so confusing. The promo doesn't include any gameplay, really. It just includes him saying wacky stuff, which is all you probably want from that anyhow.
Yeah.
But I can't wait.
The rules are an afterthought.
I can't wait to not watch it.
I can't wait for there to be some sort of a highlight of it.
Yeah, well, just watch highlights on YouTube as opposed to full episodes.
Is there an ESPN equivalent to game shows? Can I see like a top 10 like Snoop Dogg moments from that show? That would be incredible. Yeah, Jax Wild. At that point, that's running off pure charisma, right? There's no, come check out this interesting new game show where like this is the rules. Like, no, Snoop Dogg's gonna get as high as he can beforehand. That's
every single thing in the promo was reminding you that Snoop Dogg likes to get high sometimes. Which, like, yeah, we know that's his thing. It's that and rapping.
Remember Snoop Dogg?
remember what he does? Literally, there's like a slot machine that somehow factors in because, again, I haven't seen any gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's just like cherries and sevens and then 420s. Like, they nailed the branding.
It's so good. Got to keep it up. Yeah, guys, we're headed into. I think they're just doing work through
we're going to pop down to losers bracket, yeah?
Yes. So that was okay. So winners final is going to be Pat Monster versus MJ Gauntlet. Pat Monster is his first time out in winners finals. Excellent showing from him. Cloud going down to the losers bracket quarter. He's waiting for the winner of some other matches. I think we have maybe a total of 8 matches left. I think so.
So we have losers brackets going on. Simultaneously,
there's a bunch of different setups here. Eventually, they'll put someone else on stream, but until then, it's just you and us, chat.
Hey, chat.
Happy Tuesday. What are we talking about?
Before Snoop Dogg?
I mean, nothing comes before Snoop Dogg. He's the Snoop Lion. Remember when he tried to change his name?
I do. He changed life philosophies. He changed looks.
He changed everything.
Did he drop that?
I was going to ask that too. Like, did you give up on that?
Is he still Snoop Lion and we're all offending him by not calling him by his proper name?
It's like the Bow Wow thing, right? Like, you kind of he got famous with the Lil Bow Wow. And he's like, I'm a man now. I'm just Bow Wow.
Hard to drop it after that.
Yeah.
He'll always be Lil in my heart.
There was a lot of Lils back in the day. There was Lil Romeo, Lil Kim, Lil Bow Wow.
So Lil Wayne's still around and still happy to be called Lil.
See, I respect that. He just stayed Lil.
Yeah.
He
didn't try to get too big.
Oh, man. I remember a time when Lil wasn't a bad thing. Gamer Harry going up against Black Skills here. This is a... Gamer Harry showing us a chibi Akuma swag.
We got Akuma.
You can see it in your player cam there. We'll have him bring it over to the commentator booth.
It's a little good luck charm.
And once again, this is the meta competition you have to deal with. Gamer Harry putting the Akuma piece in front of both of the players, claiming that Akuma is staring into Black Skill's souls.
Now, is this tournament legal?
That is a good question. A bit of a gray area.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is going to have. We're going to have to define any parameters later, but. Right now he's gaming the system as he is Gamer Harry, aka Gary. As I messed up last stream, I just combined his name into one. So he is SpongeBob's pet for as long as I care. Black Skills. As we are going to be headed into our loser side now. Like we said, Pat Monster and Gamma waiting in winners finals. Akuma looks like Simba from The Lion King.
He's got a nice mane for 5.
That was one of the original memes that came out when they announced him. Also, there were some sunflower photoshops.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
Loses a bit of his edge, I think, with that hairstyle. more fuel for the Say No More fam meme on the internet as well concerning hairstyles and barbers. As I have the players right. That's right. I was a bit confused because Gamer Harry originally was playing Vega and then switched to Akuma recently in tournaments as we're headed into the match. This is a tough one for Vega just because he doesn't have really reversal options from a defensive standpoint. Akuma doesn't have as, I guess, cheap setups as he's had in previous games, but definitely has the ability to start offense in many different ways, especially with his Demon Flip. So far, both players pretty even though. Sitting on V-Trigger activate as well. Going to be looking for it from both players there. Interesting. The V-Trigger activate doesn't go, but Gamer Harry making the uppercut safe. Can start his offense here. No meter though. Used it to the reversal. Good choice from Black Skills there, but unfortunately just safe was Gamer Harry after that air fireball and converts Anime Shoryu. Hell yeah. Slams back down into the ground. Extra damage and extra swag. Quiyam asking, why are the players sitting on the wrong side? I agree. Is there a way to do Dino? So can we mirror that
easily?
Please do it.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Seth,
you asked and I am answering.
Seth, the OBS god, able to solve our production value problems here.
This is
Gamer Harry off to a great start in this round. Finally gets hit. Was working on a perfect. Just like that.
Boom, just like that.
Quiyam, your prayers are answered. Oh, do they have that thing in SCR as well? Man, they need a guy like Seth around, I think. Putting out fires.
These are the important issues plaguing Street Fighter tournaments.
Yes. Things need to be completely synchronized. And,
no, but I agree. That makes a big difference.
Yes. No, and it's funny. I didn't even notice it. Quiyam, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, thank you very much.
As the sides are accurately showing who's on what. Gamer Harry starting off with more of a deficit now, but working on offense in the corner. Good anti-air, or air-to-air challenge, rather, from Black Skills. He really wants to get out of this corner. He's trying hard. The uppercut. Vega's wall jump is pretty good, but baits the throw with that forward fierce ground chop. Nice. It's really important as a Vega player to establish those air-to-airs. Black Skills doing a great job of that. Anime Shoryu. Still working on pressure here. Great blocks. He still has his V trigger, so he's maybe going to look to activate there. Starts off with an air-to-air challenge.
And the Akuma Charm showing its power.
Oh, man. Is this legal? Is this tournament legal? We're going to have to consult the judges after this.
You got to ask if he wins, how much of it had to do with the soul possession charm.
Is there going to be an asterisk next to Gamer Harry's name in this bracket? Is his legacy going to be tainted?
Tarnished forever.
Is Gamer Harry the Pete Rose of Street Fighter 4?
I'd say this fits with Akuma's whole
that's true. Evil.
MO, yeah. So I think it's good.
It fits. Speaking of things fitting thematically, one of the things that's been interesting in the fighting game community recently was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has come out, and the game's engine is based off of the Infinity Stones from Marvel canon. As Gamer Harry starts to maybe work on a comeback here. Blocks, Black Skills, making all the right choices here. Oh, unfortunately, Gamer Harry thought that would hit him as well. So reset situation, pressure starting. Anything will do it for Black Skills right now. Gamer Harry on a sliver, an invisible amount of life. Trying to keep him out. Sits on the fireball. EX Aurora Slash, and he punishes the EX Demon Flip there. As he's not going down without a fight. Trying to even it up 1-1. And so they made this tournament called Battle for the Stones. And so each tournament you go to will award you the representative stone of the tournament. And these stones that you win have sort of outside the game effects.
Yeah, how so,
really
Neil?
Weird. So for instance, like the Time Stone, I think, allows you to nullify any match that's happening and make them redo it.
Not when you're participating in somebody else's.
I don't think it's defined. It's anyone's. Your match or something. It's very strange.
Seems unbalanced to me.
A little broken. And so, once again, it's been meme fuel with with like other stones that they haven't announced yet. As Gamer Harry takes it 2-0. Excellent work.
Power Stone lets you fist fight your opponent.
Right. Okay, so Quiam knows what I'm talking about. Someone edited the Power Stone text to say allows to, instead of playing the match, meet your opponent in the parking lot and fist fight to determine the winner.
I mean, I don't think you need a Power Stone for that. Not encouraging it at all.
No,
Just saying, like, you have the power.
Yes, that's.
But don't use that power. Don't use that power.
You don't need a superhero to be the jerk that fist fights people in the parking lot. As Valiant versus Cloud is going to be coming up. So we are really running through this tournament. This is going at a quick clip, it seems. Yes, losers bracket quarterfinals here. We're broaching just upon 10:20 here at night. Shout outs to everyone in chat for staying with us. We've got Odd Jason, Cheeseburger Prince, Flamboyant Robot, My Name Boris, Quiam, Sputnik Moreau, also someone that I've noticed in the chat from time to time. Shout outs to you. And of course, the name I keep forgetting how to pronounce, _Daniel.
You checked Chikwu.
You just did it. That was great. Daniel, was that close? That was his first take on that. It took me, he had to coach me. He had to like spell it.
I could be totally wrong, but
that sounded, you sold it. I believe that. Quiam, are those real? The space lets you move your spot in the bracket and stuff?
But so, the Power Stone makes it legal. I like that's admissible in court. Your Honor.
Your Honor. There's a fighting game tournament, right?
Right, and there's this thing called Power Stones, right? And this one was edited on the internet.
Your Honor, have you heard of MS Paint before? Oh, man. Yeah, so we're going to have a Bison versus Ken here.
Okay. We got a different matchup than what we've been seeing most of the night tonight.
It's a lot of camis, a lot of Lauras, which I guess is fine. It sort of correlates to their power in the game. Yes, those are all real, Quiam. That's crazy. Look at that.
Wow. Thank you for adding those.
Soul makes it so yes, your opponent has to win an extra game.
Those are extremely powerful. So by winning one tournament, you get this power in a future tournament?
I don't know. Quiam, do you know if it's a one-off shot, like if you can only use it once, or if like you just inherit that power now?
You have to eat the stone.
Becomes part of your body. Ooh, Third Pixel Valiant, rather. Sorry, I forgot to do his actual name. Just once you can use it afterwards. Man, shoutouts to Capcom for making these insane tournaments with meta rules as Cloud on a rampage right now. Ken doing Ken things. Ken a very offensive character. His V skill is the ability to run at your opponents. Every other character can only dash, as we see an example of Bison's V-Trigger's dash, which phase through the opponent. Head stomp beats out almost everything. He switches sides. Stun racking up. He switches it again. Can convert for the stun. It doesn't matter. He gets the
comeback.
Kill. Valiant. Making V-Trigger Bison look as demonic as he is designed to be. Crazy stuff from him. Soul makes your opponent go to hell. Capcom trying to play God. Yeah, what an interesting thing. Exrd, get off of me. Doesn't matter. Gets the confirm. Counter hit stands strong. Blows up the buttons with more buttons. Throw in the corner is such a scary spot to be. Can we see another comeback here? He's on full V-Trigger. Sliver of health. Anything will do it. Buttons to start it off and activate. Dash through. Throw to start. Will Cloud be more vigilant? He will, as he takes it with a low forward, evening it up in this first game. Big crouch fierce to anti-air. Hard button to anti-air with, but he gets it anyways. I love these.
I'm loving all these different Power Stones.
Yes, alternates. Yeah. Dude, that'd be so tight. Quiam's saying, imagine if Mind Stone lets you remap your opponent's buttons. As we see Valiant taking this round here in the first game, yes, converts off the EX Psycho Blast.
It's like when a master musician's violin string breaks in the middle.
He has to improvise.
And they're somehow still able to pull it out. Some of these would be really impressive, button remapping.
Well, it's funny, the remapping thing, not so much I don't think, but there was a mechanic in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 If those that remember the MODOK character, MODOK from Marvel, I don't know what exactly his role in the universe was, but he would set traps on the screen, right? And one of the traps, if it hit you, would make your directional inputs reversed for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Which is a very cool thing, because there were some hype moments, like you said, where someone gets hit by that, but still does the combo.
Right.
Like, dude, it's the ability for the opponent to show off their prowess of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very impressive. You guys in chat are crazy. We need everyone to make these memes constantly. Like I'm gonna be copying all of these ones in chat and just tweeting them out. Dash forward, good throw tech. Valiant. Valiant, those psycho axes, unrelenting pressure. Dashes through. Valiant on full critical art. Can convert anything here because he's in V-trigger. A lot of damage. Ooh, takes advantage of the whiff throw. Jab, putting himself on match point here. I'm referencing a meme kind of similar to our discussion about optimal distance away from the microphone. Tokido, one of the best, probably right now considered the strongest Street Fighter player in the world, when he goes up to a tournament setup, will measure with measuring tape his distance away from the monitor every time, and that picture of him doing that is kind of circulated on the internet.
It's interesting. I think it would have to change based on the size of the monitor.
I'm hopefully he has a system out. Maybe he consults a chart, some sort of conversion thing.
Sort of slide ruler.
Yeah. Brings out the calipers for the distance between panels. But yeah, a Tokido has now become a sort of...
a unit of measurement.
Yes. A measurement.
That
was a butcher.
Oh, Neil,
that
no.
was a stretch. I apologize to everyone listening for that. It's past my bedtime. It's 10:30, guys. Thank you for joining us as we watch Valiant move himself into losers bracket semifinals, where he's going to be facing the winner of Gevo and Gamer Harry, which I believe is happening. Yes,
Ooh, we are
right
getting
now.
close to the end of losers brackets here. 2 more rounds.
Yes.
Before we go to the final match of the evening.
Quiam, don't make it official.
No. It's official now, Neil.
Oh no!
What have you done?
Solidified.
What have you done?
I've released Pandora's box onto the world. Measurement.
Measurements. And that is the correct spelling.
It hurts to say. Like every time I say it, it hurts. I feel like I haven't introduced. Although you guys all know where we're at. We're Game Realms, Street Fighter V, weekly tourney. Although next week, no tournament due to the fact that it's Halloween on Tuesday. But the week after that, come down to the tournament because I'm figuring out a way to serve ice cream.
That sounds normal.
You may be asking Neil, where does all this free time come from? To which I will respond, none of your business. I serve
Now eat your ice cream and enjoy it.
I'm thinking vanilla chocolate strawberry. Ooh. Anyone else have any ice cream suggestions in chat? Do you have a favorite ice cream? What would you like to see here? Maybe I should do a poll on Twitter.
I don't want to put you out, but mint chip is really one of my favorites.
That's a solid one.
Yeah.
Maybe I save space, and instead of doing strawberry vanilla chocolate, I just bring Neapolitan as one of them, right? Just make it.
And then if somebody wants to scoop one bit of it, they can. Yeah,
we can make that happen.
Look, they're getting free ice cream. They can't be that picky. You bring whatever you want to bring.
I'm lenient to a certain extent.
Mint chip, yeah.
Quiam knows what's up. Mint chip's good.
Yeah, mint chip. Okay, we got a.
I'm gonna have to.
Overwhelming mint chip. Sorry,
no, it's fine. I'm gonna have to.
I had to speak from my heart, and clearly Chad has spoken as well.
It's a strong suggestion. I can't be upset about it. Cheeseburger Prince with a vanilla Kappa.
Kappa though. That Kappa vanilla classic.
Gotta double check that every time it happens.
What flavor of ice cream would Kappa be?
Kappa would be one of like the Harry Potter like gummy.
Like it's not the.
Yeah, it's the.
It's gross.
It's either honeydew or booger. Like one of the two. Speaking of which, I don't know if anyone saw my Twitter feed from 3 weeks ago, but I am soon to receive a game that I'm excited to bring to Game Realms called Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
Maybe I can find it and link it in chat eventually, but it is essentially a game where there's a box that has a spinner on top. and you spin the spinner, and it tells you which bean pile you have to pick from. And it is a 50-50 split between something like Dirty Socks or Vanilla Cream. Guillaume, have you played Bean Boozled? Because I feel like it'd be a nice compliment to the tournament.
Oh wait, so they're actually jelly beans.
They're jelly beans. They're in there. And
there's food in this disgusting game?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
And I'm excited to...
You only get a limited number of plays. It's like a legacy game.
I wonder, maybe they fill refill kits? I don't know. I hope they don't.
Can you buy a refill kit for Bean Boozled?
Jason has played Bean Boozled
I guess,
too. How popular is Bean Boozled?
Have you guys actually heard of Bean Boozled?
Am I getting Bean Boozled right now? Or are you guys all...
Skunk and dog food are the worst. So some pro tips before we play this game.
Everyone in chat has played Bean Boozled.
Wow.
I don't want it anymore. Am I the only one? Did I miss the Bean Boozled?
You only wanted to play it because you thought nobody had heard of it. How many people get to... How many players?
I'm a Bean Boozled hipster.
Or do you play this by yourself?
I think you can... As many people, I think you just take turns. Lawn clippings? Ugh. God.
It's pretty good.
How is lawn clipping? I guess it's better.
I don't know, nice and fresh.
I guess it's better than barf. I'd much rather do that. As we have Valiant going up against Gamer Harry, this is our losers bracket semifinals. So we are just about there, guys. Starting off, this is still 2 out of 3. The next match after this is going to be all 3 out of 5, as they are the winners, losers, and grand finals. Toothpaste, man. I did not read the catalog close enough. I bought it off of the word Bean Boozled alone.
I am so impressed by chat's incredible knowledge of Bean Boozled and all the flavors contained within.
You'd think we were watching a Bean Boozled stream. The demographic right now heavily skewed towards Bean Boozled. Market research be damned.
And now I really want to try this.
Yes, I can't wait. Gamer Harry losing the first round, but off to a start here. No. Crouching jab. Stop the demon flip momentum, and now Gamer Harry finds himself in the corner. Still on a life lead, though. Man, the invincibility on the EX Devil's Reverse is obscene. Gamer Harry, excellent with those buffers. Kuma's stand forward. So good at buffering into Hurricane Kick. You see Tokido and other high-level Kumas do it all the time. Frame traps into head stomp, nothing. Converts though, because he's using V-trigger. Anything will do it. The Psycho Axe takes it. Valiant going up game 1. This has been, they just keep naming flavors.
I'm continually impressed.
I'm so proud of chat. Like, I've never been more. Actually, okay, I have been more proud of chat. 1 week, there's a character named Abigail that was a DLC character. Mm-hmm. And someone in chat came up with the hashtag Dabigail. That's the one moment I've been more proud of chat.
But that was one person. This is really the effort of all of chat.
True. This is more of a cooperation. Everyone's contributing.
Gross jelly bean flavors.
Yeah.
The Power Stone tonight. Chat's being extremely creative.
Yes. I'd like to harness this crowdsourcing sometime in the future.
For good?
We'll see. The memes will fuel themselves. Head Stomper. Yeah, that was Head Stomp. The invincibility is ridiculous. Goes through the EXR Fireball from Gamer Harry. As Gamer Harry, a.k.a. Gary, the champion of chat, is finding himself back against the wall now. Valiant on game point. Purple stuff to start it off. More purple stuff. Gamer Harry not getting punished on that anti-air attempt, even though Valiant switched it up. Timing was not right there. Dash through, back throw. Gamer Harry, Gary has to find the place to get out of this pressure. He got a jab, but nothing else. Sweet! This can start it off. No. EX. Devil's Reverse plus on block. Everything's on plus on block. The Shoryu whiffs and Valiant takes it. Good showing from him. So we are going to have, that is the loser semis. They're going to be going to loser bracket finals. And we're going to have Gamma versus Pat Monster now in our winners finals. We're back to that side of the bracket. So we officially have 3 matches left, ladies and gentlemen. 3 matches. Very efficient tournament tonight. For those that don't know, we started around 9.
Yeah.
So if you come down to Game Realms, you don't have to give up the next day for work.
No.
Right? You don't have to call in sick. You don't have to. No boss checks now, right? Like, you don't have to get a doctor's note or anything.
For what? Calling in sick?
What's the go-to? Do you guys?
I think some companies still do that. It just depends how awful they want to be.
That's true. Chat, do you guys have any go-to excuses for getting out of work, getting out of school? There's only so many relatives that can die, right? Like, you can't have...
Not if you have a lot of relatives.
That's true. I guess you could just go into the class announcing you have a very big family. Just kind of plant that seed early.
Just so you know, before you hire me, I have 500 people in my family, and they're all quite sickly, and we're all close.
The genetic pool is a little weak. Jason with the best excuse already. Why are you calling in sick? What happened? I've been being boozled. It's so good. I'm so proud of chat. Chat, you guys are the best. Okay, so this is winners finals. The winner of this is going to be still in the tournament, going down to losers finals. This is now 3 out of 5 for the set. Gamma, of course, trying to regain. Or I guess I think this is the last tournament here. We should have a going away party or something. Maybe going out on top. Pat Monster, a Buki that Gamma has not faced before. Maybe he can throw a wrench in Gamma's plans right now. As I have switched the names, unfortunately. Pretty standard stuff so far. Gamma's going to be using that standing medium kick a lot.
Trading blows?
Yes, a flurry from Ibuki right now. Blocked spiral arrow rather. Buttons activate. Doesn't go for the second damage. EX Kazigiri, because why not? He knew it was going to hit. First round goes to Pat Monster. Already setting the tone here. Cheeseburger Prince, I think, what did I say? I meant to say this was Gamma's, I think, last appearance here for a while. I believe he's going back to Mexico to take care of some things. He's had a sort of an extended pilgrimage to SoCal, going around to all the little tournaments here and there. So, yeah. Back throw from Ibuki.
Could this be our third perfect of the night?
Almost. Close to a perfect.
Almost.
As Pat Monster takes the first game. Gamma, known to play a little differently if he has some extra room. This is, of course, the first 3 out of 5, and then he also is still in winners if he needs to lose a game. As I will be right back. I have to go. I drink too much water. Chat, I need more Bean Boozled ideas. Ooh, Gamma has evened it up apparently. Oh yeah, Jason, hook me up with those cup of noodles, dog. I've been meaning to text you about that. How's the job going, by the way? We'll talk later. This is not the venue. I've been trying to drink more water lately. Is that a thing that you think about?
Well, we were
talking about.
We were talking about how much The Rock drinks in one day.
That's what it is. Are you aware of how much, like, I'm just going to say this, how much matter The Rock intakes into his body every day? It's obscene.
It is. Specifically, I mean, the water's kind of the least of it, but it's 300 ounces, I think we determined.
300 ounces.
It was, I have my bottle, it was like, I don't know, 12 of these standard-sized water bottles.
Oh my god.
A day.
Like, does he have a catheter hooked up? How does he get anything done? Is he just constantly urinating? Kweam said he got water poisoning from drinking too much water.
Ooh.
Is this? Have memes gone too far? I don't think is that a real thing, Kweam?
I think it is, yeah.
Oh my goodness. What was that like, dude? Tell us about it. As Pat Monster evening it up the round counts in our third game here. I really want to hear about that. How do you detoxify water poisoning? Maybe just eat a bunch of salt? Go pick up
maybe stop putting things in your mouth. Just stop. You drink too much water. No counteracting it. Just wait.
Just gonna have to wait it out, man. Working in a steel foundry, you're about 3 gallons a day. You're a hero as Gama activates critical art off of the confirm, putting himself in great position to finish this round. Pat Monster, though, Ibuki still on V-trigger, has the ability to activate, looking for the confirm there off of the low strong. Another throw, picks up health for Pat Monster now. He's just looking for it, you can tell. Starts off with one bomb, another bomb. Gama jumps out. So much of a threat is gone from Monster now. Pat Monster looking back in his chair, knowing that he did something wrong, but still has a couple games to play with here in this best of 5 set. Thumbs up from both players as we were headed into our 4th game. Interesting thing about Street Fighter was a hot topic in the past. They've released a lot of DLC stages, right? Yet another thing to have people buy.
Right.
And some of the stages have been deemed tournament unviable because of aspects of the stage. One of the stages, I was thinking about it because it's the swimsuit stage for all the characters. And there's just a ankle-high layer of water throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
So one of the most important things to think about in watching this game...
Yes, watching the hands and feet.
Right.
You can't see their feet.
Can't see them at all. Another thing was one of the characters, Birdie, can throw a can along the ground that rolls. That's essentially invisible. So I'm glad to see that we're in jolly old England where, or at least indoors, because it rains enough outside there, I guess. Jason, The Rock drinks 300 ounces of water every day, ? I believe that is the case. So, if you ever wanted to be more like him, that's, I guess, where you start.
Yeah.
Gama missing the confirm, going to pay for it here with a big reset. Switches sides, so tricky. Buki, this character, please, into stun. Pat Monster trying to even it up here. Gama still on set points. Pat Monster trying to even it up 2-2 here. Is the airplane stage banned too? I didn't know that. Nice counter poke rather, from Pat Monster. Gama on full, no, just uses EX to get in. Gama is an interesting player in that he'll very much like stock his critical arts and his EX meter, and then all of a sudden he'll use it. So he just used 3 in a row, goes for the empty hooligan throw, into throw, anything will do it. Oh my gosh, could this be the reset opportunity for Pat Monster? He has V-trigger, but no meter. V reversal, such a good opportunity to use that from Gama. Still alive is Pat Monster. Could he make it? Can we get a Guile theme in chat? Dun 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 dun. Oh my god, V-trigger activate! Can he block it all? He does. Excellent presence of mind and the neutral jump to take it! Pat Monster climbs a mountain to even it up 2-2 in this winner's final. That was incredible presence of mind. Oh my goodness, so impressive. Whew. The Guile theme did it. We willed it. We willed it to happen. Here, Game Realms in our winners finals. MJ Gamma trying to solidify his place in grand finals here against Pat Monster. So far, doing everything right. Counter pokes, hitting. The time Pat Monster just flies out. Another comeback, possibly. This is Ibuki's character style for sure. Overhead hits! Links into Kazagiri. Anything will do it. Needs one more stun. Gets the EX, or the charged air kunai throw. He throws all of them in like a spiral. Oh, tries for the shimmy backwards. No, and the low fierce activate will take it. He almost had that comeback. He had a tricky mix-up with
evening out the momentum.
Oh, man. Gamma, definitely a veteran player. Knows how to stay cool under pressure. Didn't let all that offensive rushdown for Pat Monster get him. Flamboyant Robot. I don't know what Freud would say about that, but I bet he would have an opinion. This time, Gamma blocks correctly. Ooh, Reversal baits it though. No EX, I'm sure he wanted it there. Man, Gamma contesting with air dare. Doesn't block on the same side. At advantage though. Activate, and that should be an extra damage. Uses the credit card. Pat Monster had a great showing though. Mad at himself, but he should not be disappointed.
Really staying in it longer than anybody expected.
Definitely.
Right at the end there.
Yeah, the comeback was incredible. I think that's going to be a Twitch highlight for sure. I'm going to go through and try to do that. As we
mark
are.
It.
Yes, I should. Somebody tweet me.
Somebody tweet you?
I don't know what this means. Jason saying this Yu-Gi-Oh shirt would look normal in a Smash crowd. What are you saying about the Smash crowd, buddy?
Whoa! Shots fired.
Depending on what you think about Yu-Gi-Oh!
You're right.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. It's just, hey. It's going to be Pat Monster versus Valiant in our losers finals. This is also going to be a 3 out of 5. MJ Gamma sitting in grand finals once again. A number of people surprised. 0. Quayam saying he saw a guy wearing an entire Pac-Man themed tux in a Smash tournament. Maybe we should hang out at Smash tournaments more. I didn't know there was such inspiration for fashion things there. And you've seen plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh shirts at Smash events too? I don't feel special anymore. I thought when I put this shirt on, I'm the only person in a radius of like 100 miles.
You should stay away from Smash tournaments because it's going to be depressing for you.
I lose all my individuality apparently if I go to that.
It's your whole identity is wrapped up in this shirt.
It's like it's become a part of me now. Without this, what do I have? Jason asking if I'm wearing this because of the heat. Explain that thought process to me. Is there something about this shirt?
This shirt's so cool.
Ridiculous.
But you're right, it has been extremely hot.
What's with this heat wave?
However, here at Game Realms, now that it's evening and with the nice air conditioning, actually a little cold. It's nice.
I couldn't even tell it was hot outside because of how great the air conditioning is in here.
One of the many great things you'll find here at Game Realms in Burbank, California.
Come on down. Make it a trip, as we've already given you food suggestions and possibly we'll include some landmarks later. As Mid-Tiers is now hosting us. Thank you, Mid-Tiers. Appreciate that. Pat Monster now facing up against a Bison. Bit of a change of pace from Cammy. We'll see how he can adapt. Yes, the integrity of the stream would definitely be compromised if I were to break the guns out. Pat Monster with that kind of release all kunai goes with through the EX Psychoblast with EX Rida. Slide feature to activate to make it safe. Starting to pressure both players on a pixel of health here. The dash forward throw, how brave from Pat Monster. He's going for it again. No, gets counter poked. And Bison standing forward. What a button. So hard to use effectively in this game with M. Bison still walk speed, but Valiant showing us how it's done. In this first game out of a 3 out of 5 set, losers finals here, Game Realms, Burbank, California, weekly Street Fighter V tournaments. view reversal. Ibuki's a character that doesn't want to use that view reversal because it disallows her to get that bomb mix-up from her V-trigger later, but sometimes you can tell when an Ibuki player uses that, they really want to get the pressure off of them, using that substitution jutsu. Rip straight from Naruto, rather. Converts, not enough damage though. Anything will do it. Pat Monster looking for an opportunity. He now has that V-trigger. He can get it started. Has 1 EX meter. Activate. Here we go. Here comes the mix-up. Gets the back throw. What does he have? Another one, but looking for anything here. The bomb again. Standing medium kick ends the game the same way it ended the first round. Valiant going up 1-0. Both players cool and collected right now. The background in the store right now is that of button presses and intermittent yelling. One of the things that what I always thought was interesting when you would go somewhere to play any fighting game, especially if it was somebody's house or something like that, you just sort of walk anywhere on the block and listen for the buttons.
Yeah.
And then kind of triangulate.
There's telltale button sounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's holds a special place in my heart. The sort of ocean, the wave of all those arcade sticks.
You should make some going to bed button press ASMR.
Speaking of ASMR, I found...
Speaking of ASMR.
You need to lick your lips more when we do this. I found the best ASMR channel I've ever found in my life. I'm pretty sure, I hope it's a joke. I think it's a joke. But it's...
oh no, what is it?
It's like... supportive and reliable Funky Kong gives you a ride home
yes,
from the airport.
I saw
Did
it.
you see that? Oh, guys, I don't know if you guys listen to Twitch chat. I don't know if you guys listen to
He picks you up
ASMR
from the
videos,
airport and
but-
then he rides you home. He gives you a ride home.
And like tells you like you did it, like you had a great trip, and like I'll always be here for you if you need a ride. And it's just a picture of Funky Kong.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, static.
It's the best thing ever is Valiant. Doing a great job right now. Psycho Axis, keep the pressure on. Man, when you hit a button, it's so hard. Bison's pressure is unrelenting. This is his opportunity. It's the bomb reset. Queom doesn't even know what ASMR is, but you know what Bean Boozled is? Get your priorities straight, buddy. Valiant. I mean, he's such a wall right now. Can he escape the second bomb mix-up? Ooh. He does. Crouching jab takes it as he goes up 2-0. Pat Monster looking for an opportunity here. Has a mountain to climb in terms of games. Down 2-0 in this loser's final. Yes, I don't remember what it stands for. Do you remember what ASMR stands for?
No.
It's something like...
It's like a medical term.
Yes. Bracket, please, mid-tiers. I will do that for you.
Right
sir.
now.
Copying that into chat.
And here you go. What did I just Google? Oh, there's a whole world out there.
Yes. Let's
enjoy.
Wow, Queom saying there's a 3-hour video of GameCube controller sounds that I know people listen to. There's the Smash community again, rearing its head.
Flamboyant says high heels made from GameCube controllers. I can't picture that, but I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm going to need a visual on that. Big crush counter from Pat Monster. He has the opportunity to turn around momentum in this game. He definitely needs it as he's down, like I said, 2-0. And Slim Shine back gets the dash through. That was anime as hell as he converts the overhead into the Kazagiri. Super cool stuff. You usually see that dash through move, I forgot what it's called, in a lot of set play setups with the bomb, but he used it almost like a sidestep, dodging the slide. I think the scissor kick from Valiant there. Queom saying you use the handle part of it as the heel. That helps a little bit, but still, I mean...
I'd still like to see a picture.
You're taxing my creative visualization.
GameCube. I could see an N64 controller being used as...
Much easier.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, yeah, the spike
yes.
on a high heel.
There's an obvious stiletto there. Crouching jab anti-air. Street Fighter V, welcome to the game. Next time the mix-up doesn't hit. Valiant choosing when to block. Substitution jutsu. Buki right out of Naruto. Good blocks from Pat Monster. Chooses the right time. Another one. Right of punish though. Activate. He can confirm off of this. He does. Psycho Fountain. As Valiant puts himself on game point here. or sorry, match point.
That's right.
Almost 3-0. Outlaw Sean, I believe, cheering on his friend here. If you guys don't know, when you come to any sort of weekly tournament or fighting game tournament in general, one of the best parts is the sort of the crowd that forms, the alliances that are on display. Clearly, one person becomes a favorite. Kazagiri missed off to confirm. Not a huge punish though. EX Psycho Blast started out. More purple stuff. Purple stuff? No, kunai. Second hit doesn't hit though. Bomb activate. Here we go. Dashes through. Tricky mix up. Goes for the throw anyways. Jab anti-air. Once again, Street Fighter 5. Oh, knocks him out of the air with that. Another jab anti-air. Both players getting the small hits right now. EX. Devil's Reverse. Pixel of health for Pat Monster. Can he do it again? He's been so magical throughout this entire tournament. On his tournament life right now. Blocking everything so far. No! Finally gets hit by the stand medium kick. Valiant has been making...
Valiant fighting his way back.
Fighting his way back and using that tool, that standing medium kick, so effectively. I feel like a lot of Bison players have forsaken that move in this game, opting for kind of the easier frame trap abilities of Psycho Axe, down forward, the heavy punch, and so on and so forth. Excellent showing from Pat Monster. With people saying that Pat Monster beat them in another game, therefore they have to root for them. That's some like Karate Kid shit or something, right? Like if you beat me, you become my master.
And here we go into the final match of the evening.
Grand finals. Gama's going to be, of course, in winner's bracket. I've made the surprise comment enough, so I'll let it be. He has to only win one set, whereas Valiant has to reset the bracket.
Zero surprise.
Zero surprise. I'll keep that in chat for you guys so you can know that where we're at in terms of the bracket. These are both 3 out of 5 sets. And we will see if Gama can sort of...
This screen here reminds me of, again, a musician reference, like warming up before a concert.
Oh,
like
yes.
The ambient sound of, like you see all the possibilities in front of you. And
the like sheet music type thing? Or what do you
yeah,
mean?
or like when an orchestra's warming up and there's that sound of everybody like getting ready before the conductor starts.
Oh, right. And it's I mean, they don't have like a warm-up thing that they do together, right? It's all just...
I think they're like tuning their...
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just cacophony. It's like...
Yes.
It's like horrible.
Yeah.
USA chants from behind us, I think, guys. This is something that we can't provide you on stream all the time. If you want to be a part of the exciting
Scene,
so to speak, you have to come down to Game Rails, experience yourself.
Realm.
The Realm. Come visit the Realm. Crouching strong anti-air. Valiant's on point right now. Once again, guys, grand finals here. Street Fighter 5 Game Realms, Burbank, California, every Tuesday, except next.
Oh, what a beautiful location to be having a grand final.
Serene waterfall. Not necessarily a street,
colorful
but we'll take
chickens on the ground.
Colorful chickens. A ram, I think, or a sheep? Some mammalian creature. Interested in the fight for whatever reason. At least they're not like dogs that would come break it up, right?
Right.
That'd be annoying. How'd you settle it after that? You have to like pet them, give them some bacon strips until
Press X to pet.
Quick time events in fighting games? I can't wait. It's the new press F to pay respects.
Oh man, if only there were stick figure fighters in Street Fighter.
Oh man, shoutouts to Flash animations from the early 2000s.
Oh.
Back when quick time events was a genre online.
Oh, loved it. Flamboyant really wants ice cream. Well, I've got good news for you. November 7th, Game Realms. You'll be providing mint chip.
Mint chip is one of them. I can't go back now. I have not cleared this with the owners at all. I'm just going to be serving ice cream.
You'll do it from out of your car if you have to.
I have an insulated box I can carry dry ice in. So yeah, come on down. I'll bring the scoops. Get some paper bowls, some plastic
spoons. All right, and Valiant with the early lead, 2-0.
I think I might have messed
Did
up.
you already?
I think that's 1-0. I think I might have not
reset
it or something.
Yeah, I think that was the first.
I think so.
Yeah.
The in-game counter no help to us right now, unfortunately, as Valiant won the games before. It says 3 wins. Flamboyant Robot saying that she has night classes. I understand that. Hey, how about this? I'll mail you some ice cream.
But also mint chip is tempting. There you go. Priorities.
How much mint chip do I have to offer?
For you to skip class.
And fly down from NorCal. It's a lot of mint chip.
Yeah.
But the point is there is a number.
There's a number in gallons.
Oh, man. Gama playing totally differently now, getting the EX Hooligan thrown in the air, finishing off with a healthy life lead. What has he found out? Is the download complete? Does he know? One of the things I always harp on about fighting games that's so impressive is the adaptations that both players can make during the fight.
Everybody does have a mint chip price. Some may not have a strong sense of what it is, but that they have it.
I want to see a poster that someone made, like a image that someone puts, and it's one of those like quotes that's supposed to be very potent, or profound rather, and it's like everyone has a mint chip price, and like Rockefeller, like some tycoon from the 17th century. Hashtag mint chip price. Unfortunately, not something that we'll find trending as Hama may be working on a comeback here. Valiant's been great at defense though this entire night. Not falling to pressure. Yes, the dash forward short will take it. As he's trying to take the second game as well. Hashtag mint chip price. It's green like money, right? Everyone's got a price. That's right. Maybe that's what brand? We're going to add that dimension of it too? Gama off to a great start here. Almost stunned. Valiant though, using his EX Doubles reverse invincibility to get out of pressure. Man, how did Gama know to tech that? A couple of Psycho Axes in the row, still at advantage. Got out of it. Gama looking for a confirm. You can see it. Critical Art on deck. Wants anything right now. Oh, really wanted it there, but Scissor Kick not negative enough. Activate for Valiant. Knocks him out of the air. Air reset doesn't get much. This is going to be it. Yes! You can see, I love watching Gama's body entire body tort.
Yes.
When he's activating that. And it's for good reason. When he's doing the Spiral Arrow, he has to activate it on the first hit, which is a bit of a quicker occasion than something like a Cannon Spike, which has a lot of hit stun on it, gives you all that time to activate. As now we're
all tied up 1-1.
Grand Finals.
Basically a best of 3 now.
Yes. It's
is one way to think about
this
it.
This is of course a very successful way to get yourself mentally prepared for things in life. If you come back from some sort of failure, let's say you're taking a class and you get an F the first test, and an A the second one, you're just the average. Let's just start it off there. Don't worry about the past. Both players not having to think about previous matches now. It's just a best out of 3. We're just friends. It's just a tournament. It's no big deal. Missed input, stun racking up. Good attack from Valiant. This should be activation. Yes. Converts the damage off of it. Doesn't decide to spend the meter after. Now he does. Look at this. Teleporting all over the place. Demonic Essence of Bison. The dash through left-right mix-up. Tricky stuff from Valiant. What a comeback as well from him. I feel like a Bison costume wouldn't be that hard to put together, right?
Most of the hat and the giant shoulder pads.
Could you take those shoulder pads like out of a business executive's coat?
Cut the shoulders out from a suit. Put them on top of a red cape. You got yourself a Bison.
You're Bison already. Gama trying to ride this momentum, gets the huge crust counter into the stun, and that'll do it, giving himself the second round here in our third game. Some Mortal Kombat discussion in chat. I would say that you guys have the wrong game right now, but I also really enjoyed the Bean Boozled discussion earlier, so I'm gonna allow it. You guys can do whatever you want.
A sexy Bison Halloween costume. What?
Oh, hey, showing us.
Is that just Bison without the hat on?
Yeah. You mean Bison? You mean sexy? You mean Bison? Then?
Yeah, right.
You show enough midriff, and I think you can pull off sexy Bison as much as you want. Bison, the silver fox in this game. Gray hair, little Just for Men salt and pepper action going on. Pace of the match slowed down a bit. Both players content to sit back right now. Not something you see a lot. Big crush counter. Anti-air off the EX Hooligan. Did he know? That was such a great answer from Valiant here. Both players now an even meter. Although, man, crouching jab anti-air is so good in this game. Trigger activate. Pressure. Good blocks from Valiant. EX over his reverse. He's positive as well. Gets the throw. Kama's got to make something happen here. Another throw. Valiant one game away from resetting the bracket.
Huge game there.
You always got to wonder, what is Gama doing? Is he just downloading more information? Just the hat and the coat, nothing underneath. I don't want to see Bison on a list somewhere. Pressure here from Gama. Cammy content to keep her opponent in the corner. Makes her frame traps and walk speed throw mix-ups even more potent. Wow, look at the throw range from Bison there. Grab the outstretched limb of Cammy. And the tables have turned a bit here with Valiant looking for the pressure in the corner as well. Gama's so consistent on not going for that extra damage follow. Dash through! Man, Bison is tricky. D-trigger Bison, teleportation powers, giving left right mix-ups as...
Wow, we're just one
round!
One game away from...
resetting the bracket here.
Yeah.
Valiant trying to put Gama into losers. Did they face earlier in the tournament? I don't think they did. I think they were on other sides of the bracket. Yes, I believe so. So this is not a double jeopardy situation, which sometimes occurs in the past. Back throw from Bison. Didn't activate. No, he didn't have it. He's just using it as a poke. So usually don't see that move as a poke. Forward throw to start off the pressure. V-skill. V-skill again. Do another one. 3 in a row. Gama. How many times can he do it? Evening it up. 2-2 now. Not having the bracket reset quite yet. Oh, sorry. That's
just the...
Excuse my eyes, friends. That was just that round. Gama has to get one more. And we're still on reset point here for Valiant. Roundhouse whips. More purple hands. Elbows, knees, toes.
Nice. Shoulders.
I'd like to see a character design that doesn't use their hands and feet. I think that'd be fun.
It would be really tough.
I feel like that.
What are they going to use? Their chest?
Their chest? That's a good example. What else we got? Chin. Butt. And ears. You can have like really strong ears. These mix-ups from Gama. Valiant not falling for them. In fact, putting himself so close. Psycho Fountain is punishable though. Gama goes with the mix-up here. Will he do something? Bring it out. No, reversal catches it. EX! Cannon Spike, just do it. Oh, the head stomp.
Ooh.
Gets the trade as it always does. As we are going to reset point here. Jason, 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I feel like, I feel like I used 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner for like the majority of my life, and then I told like a hairdresser about it or something, and they hated me. Like they thought it was like the most. Is that like a Bush League move in terms of hair? You're supposed to separate shampoo and conditioner, right?
Yes. Like the shampoo strips your hair of the dirt and oil and everything else. The conditioner adds to it.
Right. How could they do both at the same time?
It just does nothing. They cancel out. It's like blowing air on your hair.
That's so weird. How did they? Is this a mass marketing scam? How do they get away with it?
You're also supposed to leave the conditioner in longer than the shampoo.
I heard about that as well. I don't know. None of this was like. Where was this information?
Wait, I wasn't taught that in school.
Yeah. No hair classes. It's very annoying. I feel I feel cheaped out. It's not a praise at all. Gamma trying to take this first round here, and he does. Maybe playing with a little bit more alacrity now, knows that this is the last final possible set of the night. Maybe wants to take it 3-0 now, as he is now technically in the loser's bracket. Shampoo plus conditioning is confirmed liquid air. Quiam keeping a strict ledger, our stenographer tonight. Honorary Twitch chat stenographer. See, and then what is dry shampoo? That's what all Jason is saying.
I don't know. That's where my knowledge of shampoo and conditioner ends. But the fact that it's cheaper, it's interesting. But you go through it theoretically faster because you only have one bottle.
I know what's happening. As Valiant gets the huge damage confirm off the crush counter, blocked the EX cannon spike. I think it was the first one he did, and it's great for him to call that out. It's going to make Gamma less hesitant to use that EX reversal. That crouching jab, spacing the V-trigger cannon strike perfectly. As now it's 1-1 in terms of rounds. It's like Febreze for your hair? That sounds awful. It sounds so
I thought Febreze
bad.
was Febreze for your hair.
Oh, no. Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh.
The weird mix of smells there. Big crush counter starts it off the EX Psycho Blast. Doesn't follow it though. Maybe was expecting a reversal again. Gamma trying to find his way here, but Valiant, all these crush counters hitting, making all the right choices. Almost catches the backdash as well. Finally, Gamma gets the confirm. What can he do? Has V trigger. Will he activate? No. Starts off with a throw. Stun racking up. Valiant activates. Pressure off this time. Back strong misses. Gamma should be able to finish it with a critical arc. He does. I love being able to see the player's hand sometimes. Sort of a flick of the wrist. Double quarter circle motion.
Yeah.
As Gamma looks back, blows on his hands. Thinking about it, taking some time off as he takes the first game in this reset bracket, our final possible set of the night. What is it about Game Realms that it somehow goes to the final possible bracket every single time?
Gamos, you were saying last tournament in the U.S. for a little while.
I believe so. I think he's going to go to Wednesday Night Fights tomorrow, but this is definitely his last Game Realms appearance. We will miss him dearly, but definitely because of social media's presence and the availability of streaming tournaments, not the last you can see of him. I'm sure they'll have their monthly/bi-weekly tournaments in Mexico that we will undoubtedly see him at the top of those brackets. I've also, for a long time, been a proponent of Gamma having his own sort of fighting game-based show, as he is a very technical sort of scientist researcher when it comes to this game. Just watching him talk and think about the game and how he finds setups and how he improves is, I think, beneficial for the entire community.
Can I pitch a title for the show?
Oh, please.
Street Smarts.
Oh! Street Smarts, hosted by Gamma, MJ Gamma, where you can level up. Nah, it's already kind of taken. I love it. I'm gonna pitch that to him. I'm gonna endlessly tweet at him on Twitter until he accepts and somebody picks it up. There's so many. I feel like platforms available for him. I'd love to see it happen, and it's just been beneficial for the entire community as well. Franker Z's in chat. Are there dogs in the background here? No. I'd like to see a dog as a character in Street Fighter. That'd be great. I mean, we had Amaterasu from Okami in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But like...
What's the game Killer Instinct?
Yes.
With the dinosaurs?
It does. It has dinosaurs. It has werewolves.
Yeah.
It has birdmen.
I don't know. It might just kill the franchise. It's made it this far. I don't know if they could swing for the fences like that.
Yeah, I don't know in terms of creative risk how Capcom feels about adding animals. Another counter hit. Man, Gamma not confirming off of those, but doesn't matter. Stun racking up, activate. Spends the meter, keeping it safe. Look at that shenanigans. Bison teleporting all over the place.
Ooh.
Plus frames. Gets the EX scissors afterwards. That's definitely one of the things.
Again, 1-1.
Cheeseburger Prince Season 3 animals, please. In Season 2, when they were releasing characters, they made the statement that after Akuma was released, every character would be a brand new character in the Street Fighter series. So now there's this, of course, meme of there being a theme for all of the season whatever characters being released.
Yeah.
I hope that season 3 is only animals. There's a dog in the Naruto game.
Oh, I remember the Naruto GameCube fighting game very well. That was an incredibly fun game.
And there's a dog in it, and apparently it was cheap.
I think the dog was like a support for one of the normal characters.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that game was really fun.
I'd love to see. Well, we're getting a. That was the one where are you fighting from sort of behind their shoulder?
No, I
Or
mean
is
the
it just
one
a
I'm
standard-
thinking of was side
Okay.
with the camera really coming in and out.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But the specials in that game were epic.
Anime is hell.
Well, comes by it honestly.
Yes, have to be. As Valiant, high on resources, has his feature, spends one on the EX Psycho here. Psycho Blast, rather. He's Hooligan. Man, Valiant has been so on point, punishing those EX Hooligan entries from Gamma as he catches him with the scissor kick. And it is all even. 1-1 in our last possible set. Are we going to go to the last game? Is this going to happen?
We'll find out right here. It's all on Gamma to tie it up because this could be it.
This is 1-1 in our grand finals here. Reset bracket. Gamma pushing it to 2-2 in the first set, but Valiant overcoming the odds here. Has the opportunity to take it. To play the spoiler here, not let the Cinderella story of Gamma in his last possible Game Realms tournament for a significant amount of time finish on top. And off to a great start so far. Man,
Valiant close this one out, and it looks like, whoa.
little shimmies back and forth.
And he
Crouching
does.
jabs to take it.
Now one final game away.
Well, we have, I think it's 1-1.
Oh, excuse me, it's 1-1. I thought he was at 2. Wait,
Did we, maybe I
I
missed
think
one?
you just missed one.
Okay, I could. We'll based on the players' reactions, we'll see what happens here. I might have missed one. I was too interested in dogs and fighting games.
Yeah, because they were pretty sure.
Okay, it's probably 2-1 Valiant, but we'll check in a second, or we will just see. We'll pretend we knew all along. Let's rewrite history. You know what they say about history?
It's rewritable.
It's rewritable.
It's written by the winners.
Yes, and or the commentators. Because Lord knows this is the only way I'll get to grand finals. Chat not helping at all, saying it's 6-7 Valiant right now. Just throwing out random numbers. I appreciate the effort, friends. How am I getting this done
Yeah,
and able to
I know
finish
what
off
you
the
mean.
round here? I tried to eavesdrop on people behind me. I'm not sure who. I didn't pick up any valuable information, so we're still in the same boat. The score is something versus something right now. I know that there is possibly a tournament on the line. I hope one of the players, Flamboyant Robot. I hope one of the players can use one of the Infinity Stones to tell the commentator.
Whatever it says on stream is the official score.
Yeah, can they give commentators Power Stones? Huge mountain to climb here from Valiant. He can do it though. We've seen it in the past. Slide activate. That's where he can start it off. No, throw break. Jumps back.
Wow.
That will take it. Gamma, I think evening up. Gamma, what's the score?
2-2?
2-1, right?
2-1.
Okay. So it is 2-1 Gamma right now. Whew. Kuyam saying they're about to Power Stone after this game. No, these are nice guys. It's all cordial. Not fixing to Power Stone just quite yet. However, I like that as a substitute for the word fight. I'm going to incorporate it into my daily vocabulary. Ooh. That's a good one. Almost like a Caesar from from
Ancient Rome?
yes. We give
Were you trying to think of a movie? Gladiator?
Gladiator, where he has the sideways thumb and then the commentators
From
decide.
history.
Oh man. Ooh, nice neutral jump to punish the EX cannon strike. Cross up. Wasn't expecting to hit. EX scissor kick just safe in that jump back. About to catch these Power Stones right now. As Valiant,
In. Gamma into the crypt.
yes. No cosmetic that was given after that, which is kind of annoying. Some things, as we've seen before.
Yeah, certainly the hot dog.
The hot dog, the bananas, I'm really upset. This stage has none, no matter if you get the tube.
The hat that the British guards wear.
Yeah. I feel like it's just lazy level design. Like, put something on their head. Gamma, we're going to even it up here. Standing short pressure doesn't pay off. Plus after that, Gamma this time back strong, beats out the head stomp. And that'll be stun, I think. Yes. So Gamma now is on tournament points. Valiant needs to win this round to send it to their final
do or
possible
die.
game.
Sizing each other up.
Yes, both players playing very cautiously in this possible final round here. A Kiwi on the head, great idea. I agree.
It'd be very small.
Yes.
But I like it.
Stun racking up at Valiant, doing a very good job of getting out of it. Decent punish from Gamma, has him in the corner again. Important positional advantage, goes for the Psycho Axe this time. Gamma was expecting maybe a short or strong. Gets out of it with minimal damage, I guess. Both players even on health. About even on resources too. Oh, V reversal. Tries to whip punish the Psycho Axe. You can hear him hit that buffer afterwards. I guess they meant the kiwi bird, not the kiwi fruit. Why not both? Do kiwi birds like kiwi fruits? Do they eat those? I'm not sure. Gamma's sitting on full critical art. If he can confirm into any combo, it's going to give him essentially the round. Oh, he's looking for it there. Uses a meter instead. Cross under. Throw reset. Excellent presence mind for Valiant. Activate. Yeah, Psycho. Gamma almost eating it intentionally to not have to deal with the mix-up. That's going to be it to put it to 2-2.
2-2.
Final possible game. Why does this always happen? We always go to the final possible game here. It's always as exciting as it can be.
I mean, it's the way you want it.
It's
you don't
what
want
we
you don't want a boring final match.
No, but
this is anything but boring.
It's like people are going to start calling it like scripted after a certain point.
Yeah.
They're going to be starting to claim collusion. That we're all planned on this. I assure you, this is all spontaneous. No predetermined winner. A true meritocracy. Throw bake from Gamma. A crowd forming, realizing the importance of this final game here. Street Fighter V tournament, Burbank, California, Game Realms. Every Tuesday except the next. Cleon saying he wants to go to sleep. You're not released until this is over. You must witness this with all of us. Flamboyant Robot saying it's the will of the stones. Yes, indeed it is. Little do they know, we used the reality stones to make it go to the Psycho Fountain to start it off. Back throw. More purple stuff. I don't know if he's going to get another B trigger. Or he uses it. He knows he's not going to. Activate. Definitely going to be able to convert here. EX scissor kick to finish it. Valiant finds himself on tournament point, just like that. Skull Rose Blue, what's up? Good to see you. You tuned in just in time.
Hello, Skull Rose.
If you're just joining us, this is the final game. Valiant off to a great start too. He wants to take it. Stun racking up, gets the whiff punish. Stun. Big combo, not a lot of damage, or not a lot of
Good to see
scaling.
it.
Gamma has a mountain to climb right now and takes
Wow.
it with the EX. Devil's Reverse. Round of applause from the crowd. Good stuff from him. Coming out of loser's bracket, resets the bracket 2-2 or 3-2, and then takes it 3-2 in the last possible set as well. Excellent stuff from him. We're gonna see if he can do a little post game interview. If you don't mind jumping out for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Valiant, sir, want to hop on for a bit? If you guys have questions for Valiant, please post them in chat.
Mark, what I tell you, now give me some pizza.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it,
That was a
man.
hell of a ride. You made that as exciting as it could possibly be, taking it 3-2 in the first set, resetting the bracket, and going to the final round in the second one?
Tell you, man, going like 6 games with him is like a marathon, dude.
Seriously. And they want to make tournaments, or some people wanted to make tournaments all 3 out of 5, right?
Sheesh. Man, I'm telling you, like, he's so good. Like, it's like we're sitting here just adapting back and forth, and
Right.
I'm just like, dang, man, this is like, he won't go down, man. I'm just like, please, like, just stop. I don't know if I can keep adapting, man.
Tit for tat each time. Last night you guys played each other at the Dropkick.
Yeah, Power 9. Yeah, we did.
So this was sort of the run back of that. Remind me of the results. I think you got first yesterday.
Yeah, first 3-1. Yeah, in grand finals.
Nice. So and I think we were talking about it. This is Gama's like last kind of run in SoCal.
Yeah, he said he's gonna stay till Canada Cup, and then after
right.
Canada Cup he's gonna.
Which is end of October, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think
Something
you got
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Are you going to Canada Cup? Do you have any plans?
I wish, man, but honestly, right now I'm kind of busy with work, and I'm trying to save up money for next year's Capcom Pro Tour circuit. So
Nice.
Probably not, honestly.
It's a bit of a trip. I think some people have been looking to other sponsors for like ways to get out there.
That's
it's always
true.
tough.
That is true.
So tell me about the Bison Cammy matchup. We haven't seen, I think, a Bison Grand. Actually, we did. We have a Sod Bison here. Sometimes Pinoy shows up.
Yeah.
But Gama kind of plays this Cammy in a way that we talk about him like hitting the same button over and over again. Right? Stand strong. Walk forward. Stand strong. Walk back. Walk forward. Stand strong. What do you think, as a Bison player, do you have to deal with that sort of pressure? Is it just something you have to read based on the player? Do you have opportunities to backdash, jump out?
Well, I would say the thing I think that makes Gamma so scary, like especially in that matchup in general, is his style is really designed to kill safe players. Like if you like to play safe, like delay teching, if you do like delay grabbing a lot, if you just like to generally play safe, you're gonna have the impression that you never get your turn. So
right.
That's I feel like in that matchup that's really good to have that skill. So I feel like since I realized that, because when I first like met Gamma, I was getting wrecked by it too. I was just like, what the hell do you do about this? It's like this is almost impossible to get out of. But
Everything's plus.
Everything is plus, right? But I thought about it for a little while, and then I came to a realization that even though he is plus frames, there are times where he doesn't expect you to disrespect him. So there's a lot of times where I was trying to mash like low forward or like short, and even though I was getting counter hit, that one thing I had to do is accept that I'm going to lose the game. You know what I mean? I can't always be better than him. You know what I mean? But if I can reverse condition him, I guess is what I like to call it, where like you're on defense and you kind of play that mind game back on him, where he has to guess. Then I feel like that's kind of how you start to like break down his his offense.
Gotcha.
So, it's pretty good.
Yeah, because he's gonna try to like if you don't hit a button, he's gonna maybe try to take a little bit more, walk forward more, walk back a little more.
Walk up button, walk up button, walk up button. Oh, you still don't hit a button? Walk up button, walk up throw. And then the throw resets everything all over again. So then you have to take those same 3 mix-ups all over again.
It's a tough life.
It is tough life.
Tammy's got that gameplay. Question from chat. Speaking of Street Fighter V, quote AE. Do you have any wish lists for Bison? Have you thought about maybe a second V trigger, second V reversal, second critical arts? Maybe just changes in general?
Well, if I could say I have a wish list in general for AE. I wouldn't say specifically for Bison, but in general
please
it would be.
Elaborate. Go for it.
I hope Fei Long comes on the game.
Yo.
That is my boy. It's Fei Long. But,
so if Fei Long gets added, dropping Bison.
No, I can't. I mean, that's 2 years of Bison down the drain. Man. I can't do that.
Sunken cost there. Can't do that. But it's your you played him in 4?
Yeah, Street Fighter 4, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 4, AE 2012, AE.
And I think we don't have a Rekka character, at least outside of Karen and V-Trigger, right?
Yeah, I guess Karen's kind of. I think Zeku is kind of have the same archetype,
Okay, cool.
kind of, but not really.
Interested in Zeku at all?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Zeku.
Nice.
A lot of Zeku. He's pretty cool. I like him a lot.
Yeah, cool character design. Has the older form and the younger form, sort of stuff like that. One of the things we noticed in your gameplay, you use standing medium kick with Bison so well, with punishing Pat Monsta's attempts at sort of EX kunai buffers, as well as in facing Gamma as well. Bison has one of the slowest walk speeds in the game, if not the slowest. Is that right?
I think so, roughly. Like almost.
Got to be pretty close.
I think
there.
him and Geef are in Sim are like in that running. Maybe Geef might be faster than him too, but they're generally like around the same. Where like it doesn't make a difference if one is slightly a little bit faster.
Right. How do you find yourself in those positions to whiff punish? Because I feel like whiff punishing is so much better facilitated by the ability to walk fast.
Yeah.
Do you sort of have those setups in your head of after this string, after this whatever, do you find yourself like, I am in position that I know if they hit any of their, or almost any of their buttons, if they don't just throw out like a random sweep or something, that I'm ready to whiff punish with that move?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's pretty interesting actually. I've been playing a lot of Cammy in casual match to learn like kind of like how 5 works in general, because like 5 whiff punishing is more prediction than it is reaction.
Agreed.
So for Bison, I was like, I can do it so well with Cammy. Like, why do I suck? Why do I suck at doing it with Bison? And then I go back to Bison and I realize that a lot of his buttons have a lot of pushback. So a lot of the times, like if you're trying to fish for like a whiff punch, you generally have to already have been outside the range of their button, and when you walk in, you have to kind of already know they weren't going to press it, and then walk out. Because if you walk in and then you expect them to press it, and then you try to walk out, then you're probably going to get hit by that time. So the game's a lot preemptive. So a lot of times what I do is I like to do certain strings that push me at the range I need to be, or I like to utilize Bison backdash a lot of the times. Because most of the time when people backdash, they expect something to happen after the backdash. Like they think, okay, Bison backdash, oh, he's about to build meter with orb, or he's about to head stomp. Like they see that I got the time to charge. And that's a big part, is that a lot of people are waiting for Bison's charge. So a lot of times that kind of use that to like set up my whip punish, because like most of the time they'll be expecting me to do something, so they'll stick out their button preemptive. And then when they do, I come with that. Or I use my forward dash to condition a whip punish. I'll just forward dash and throw. And then a lot of times to stop that, you have to press a button early. So when they do, then I'm like, oh, I'll take a step forward like that, and then I'll just nail them with the fierce or stand forward.
Any of the multiple
buttons that Bison has.
And I mean, for those following along at home, just that like diffusion tree you sort of went through. This goes back to the adaptations on adaptations on adaptations.
Yeah, exactly.
All happening in real time, as we saw in our final grand match there. Grand finals match.
It's like layers on top of layers on top of layers, and I'm just sitting here like, man, would he please stop adapting, man? Just give up, man. Like.
Definitely the magic of fighting games. So where can people find you on Twitter, on social media, anything? You want to give shout outs?
On Twitter, you can follow me at 6_Valiant. So SIXTH_ and then Valiant. And Facebook, my name is Mark Tucker, so you can find me on there. If you forget that, then you just go on my Twitter, and I have it in my description.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming out. I think this is the second time in the row we've seen you. Hope to see you.
I think it's like the fourth. Yeah, I just didn't make it to like top 3 the last couple of times. So
I'm too busy on the stream. I apologize for that. But excellent showing tonight. And, yeah, man, have a great night. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks, man.
Chat, we're about to head out. It is almost 11:30. Or it is 11:30. It's approaching on midnight here. I want to give a quick shout out to the stream. Everyone's still with us. Flamboyant Robot staying with us the whole time. You're the best. Lopia Loke. My name Boris Skullgirls Blue. The Trappist. TW Blackout. I haven't seen you before. What does the TW stand for?
Time Warner.
Which is so apropos for Blackout. Because their service is bad. And Daniel. Thank you guys so much. Once again, my name is Neil, a.k.a. Spacing Cowboy. You can find me on Twitter at Spacing Cowboy, a.k.a. Salvation RV. I messed it up. Salvation RV Stage Jam.
There you go.
Second attempt. And
Seth Rodkin, a.k.a. Syntax, a.k.a. Completely Junk.
Thank you for holding it down with me tonight. Thank you guys to chat for being so ridiculous and giving me great ideas for the future.
Oh, so good tonight, chat. You did great.
If chat was like an app, like if Twitch chat was an app or like an Uber driver or something.
Yeah, sure.
5 out of 5.
Wow.
5 stars. Love you guys. If you haven't made it down to Game Realms, please do. You can follow us at game-realms.com as well as Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. We'll give you kind of a parting shot of the store here. People still playing. As you know, as I've talked about before on stream, oh god, I messed up putting that camera back. I apologize. People stay and play casuals the entire time, especially they open up stations for casuals even if you go 0-2 in the tournament. So if you want to get better at Street Fighter, if you want to practice that ability to be good under pressure in tournament, there's always that, no matter how well you do.
And of course, we can't go tonight without getting one final shot of
please.
The star of the evening.
Oh, yes.
Oh, in all of its glory.
Ooh. And that's the thing, like, it's kind of messing up the contrast right now, but, like, this is a fluorescent shirt.
It is bright.
The hue on this shirt, or hue? Not hue. Saturation? The saturation in this ink.
All of them. Contrast, hue, saturation.
Yeah, in Photoshop, just everything is to the right.
This is max.
Once again, guys, next week there will be no stream, no tournament. Enjoy your Halloween. Go
Happy
hang out with your
Halloween.
friends, eat some candy, and we will see you guys.
That's it for us.
Next week.
Have a good night.